What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Coach Plays. We are live here for an AFC Wild Card matchup between the 10-7 Los Angeles Chargers and a Jacksonville Jaguars team that is 9-8. Of course, we will go back and forth from this scene to this scene. We'll put up the game cast up for you guys, and we will pipe in the game audio once this thing gets going. We just witnessed the 49ers kind of handle their business against the 7-seeded Seattle Seahawks. And honestly, that was a good game up until late in the third quarter when a Nick Bosa was finally able to get pressure on Geno Smith, force a strip sack fumble, and then it was all San Francisco after that point. It was a good game up until that fourth quarter. But 49ers move on, and the 49ers are playing some damn good football right now. Brock Purdy is the real deal. They're already showing people just swimming in the pool in Jacksonville. Pipe in that game audio real quick.
They like him. They play tough for him. But if he loses this game, I think they're going to strongly consider an offensive-minded coach to continue to help develop Justin Herbert.
It's a big one for him. Also, the pool's heated. Who would have known?
And if you push me in, me and you going to be fighting.
Back into you, I don't want those rounds.
I know it was a long time ago, week 3. But in LA, the Jaguars won the game 38-10. It's the same teams. It's the same coaches. I don't know how.
Chargers did not have Austin Eckler in that game.
I know I am, Matthew.
I think he went out with an injury.
Happy hour, all this here, or listen to the podcast. You know I love my Swaguars, and in a close game, give me Doug Peterson over Brandon Staley. I'm with you. Jacksonville wins this one. Maria.
I think I'm going to go with America this time because I think they're winning in all of their picks, so I'll just go with the Chargers.
I get that. I think the Chargers are dangerous. They can make a run in the AFC playoffs, but I think Jacksonville poses some real problems for them. They're big. They're balanced on the offensive side of the ball. That's given the Chargers defense issues all year. The Chargers don't run the ball that well. I'm going to go with the Jaguars in this one.
1892, Pudge Heffelfinger.
Got a lot of people picking the Jags.
They play pro football. Hey, since then, this is what wins. The ball, big plays, and win the fourth quarter. Whoever wins the turnover battle, makes more explosive plays, and plays the best at the end of the game is going to win this game, like happened in San Francisco, and Jacksonville is going to do that tonight.
Wow.
I got the Jags.
Wow.
Pudge Heffelfinger.
5 votes for Jags, 2 votes for the Chargers.
History lesson and Football Night in America. Those were tonight's home team picks brought to you by Lowe's. We're pretty split right down the middle, but either way, we are set.
So they're going to a commercial break, and then we should be kind of getting into the coverage, as I believe this thing is scheduled to kick off at about 7:15. What's up, Angie? Bodo winner in the house, Hall of Fame member. He says it's time. He says it's time for some playoff football. Go Jags. What's up? Bodo winner, man. Hope you've been doing well. Hope you had a great Christmas and a happy New Year's. Angie's in the house, says go Jags. I got an apartment makeover this weekend. That'll be nice, Angie. Let us know in the chat, guys, who you are rooting for. Wow, Angie says the Jags are going to win by 24. That's a lot of points. Al Michaels and Tony Dungy on the call. That's going to be fun. All right, so we're going to pipe in this game audio now.
He can make every throw. He doesn't have his
49ers game was a beauty. They won by 20 against Seattle. Jags going to play the same as the 49ers, Angie says. Well, we'll see. I've got the Chargers in on this one. I'm taking the Chargers tonight, minus 2.5.
Jaguars were 4-29. Terrible over 2 years. They brought Doug Peterson in. He's changed the culture. He's changed everything. They win a division title. What will the Jaguars have to do now to make sure it's not one and done?
Well, they've got a great quarterback, too, in Trevor Lawrence, but I don't think that's going to be the game plan tonight. These Jaguars think they can win the game in the trenches. They can pound them with Travis Etienne, their great running back. I expect to see a physical...
Coach Allen in the house says, go Jags, Hall of Fame member. Glorious.
We're not worthy. The show goes on.
Ooh, I gotta take that off. Crap. That's probably gonna hit me. Coach Allen says, we ready. Ooh, ooh. Yep. Probably get popped with a little copyright there. We'll see. Maybe I snatched it off in time. Angie says, yes, Coach Allen. Jags are definitely ready. How about your Chargers, Coach? I think the Chargers are ready. I think that guy on the screen right there gets a pair of touchdowns. Give me Chargers 31, Jags 21. 31-21 Chargers. Coach Allen says Jags are winning by 10. He took the minus 9.5 alternate spread. I need to turn that down just a bit. All right, so they're coming back from a commercial break. We should be starting anytime. Trevor Lawrence versus Justin Herbert in the AFC Wild Card that the Jags are able to host because they won the AFC South. No Mike Williams today for the Chargers. That is going to be big.
Made the trip to Jacksonville without their star receiver Mike Williams. In last week's game, he injured his back, and further tests just yesterday.
That's not good for the Chargers.
In his lower spine.
Gonna have to lean on Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler.
And a generational talent. But this Chargers offense has had to piece it together through key injuries all year. They are the only team in the league with 6 players over 500 yards receiving, and they have been led by running back Austin Eckler. Eckler told me the only thing he focuses on is being consistent in the role he's put in. This year, that has meant catching more balls than usual, all the way to a franchise record 107. And even though he has scored more touchdowns than anyone in the NFL over the past 2 seasons, Eckler told me, the guys whose names you know, the ones who leave a legacy, they're the ones who get it done in the playoffs.
Thank you, Kaylee. Take a look at the coaches.
Brandon Staley and Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson has been a great hire by the Jags and is a huge reason why they are where they are.
Against New England, took last year off and then gets hired by the Jaguars. Chargers won the toss. They have deferred. That's Cameron Dicker, who's really cleaned up the Charger kicking problems this season. He's been great. And dropping back is Jamal Agnew, who's a dangerous returner.
All right, so the Chargers kicking off. Jags will get this ball to start this game, and we are on the way.
Was in effect the wild card game. It was a win and get in. Agnew from the 3-yard line.
Jaguars will get chopped down at about the 23.
And that is where
get this game cast up for you guys.
Trevor Lawrence, Clemson. Travis Etienne Jr., Clemson. Christian Kirk, Texas A&M.
Zay Jones, in just a minute.
ECU. Evan Ingram, Ole Miss. Chris Manhertz, Canisius. Walker Little, Stanford.
Tyler Shatley, Clemson. Luke Fortner, Kentucky.
Brandon Sheriff, Iowa.
Jawan Taylor, Florida.
So Trevor Lawrence, second year.
All right, so the Jags come out.
This season. He's got his
go with a little inside zone to Travis Etienne, and he'll pick up a game of about 3.
Tackled by Murray. Let's take a look at some of Lawrence's numbers this season.
66% completion percentage. 4,113 yards passing for Trevor Lawrence. Rating of 95.2. Really caught fire about 8-9 weeks ago. And that's contributed to a pretty good winning streak for him. 2nd and 6, 2 tight end set. They fake a little counter. That's tipped up and intercepted. And the Chargers are starting off strong tonight. He's returning it back to the 20, and he is tackled at the 18. That one tipped at the line of scrimmage, and a great play to start it out. Coach Allen says, Dicker the kicker. Coach Allen says, biased, I'm out. I got a little excited there. I've got money on this game.
Sebastian Joseph Day with a tip right there. Joey Bosa got his hand on it. Drew
Who got that pick?
And this is just the way
I
the
gotta
Chargers would want to
change
start
this.
off.
Trevor Lawrence has thrown 222. That was Bosa.
That was picked off.
Has thrown 222 passes in the first quarter in his career. That was the first pick.
I'm going to make sure we are up to date on this thing.
Herbert, a straight drop.
Herbert, quick throw. That one's gain of about 6.
By the huge tight end,
Parham.
Parham at 6'8".
Good protection there for Herbert. He got to go through his reads and his progression. Didn't force it. Found the open man.
If you saw Bosa sitting down, his brother made a huge play in the San Francisco-Seattle game earlier today when the game was
So
close.
2nd and 5. 2 tight ends set, 2 receivers.
A big night for the Bosa boys.
Little toss to Eckler. Eckler with the north cut. And Eckler is into the end zone.
He goes for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Chargers. I almost said he gets a first touchdown, but I did put in a parlay that he would score, and boy, did that hit quickly. We'll have to see if he's actually in.
Tight ends over here on this side. They're going to come right behind them, and Austin Eckler knows how to
Yeah, I
find
think
the
he's
end
in.
zone now.
Tied for the league lead in touchdowns last year with Jonathan Taylor at 20.
There you go. I like that energy, Angie.
Cameron Dicker.
So they do give Eckler the touchdown, and the extra point is up, and the extra point is good.
And the Eckler touchdown.
So Trevor Lawrence and the Jags off to about the worst start you could ask for at home, and that is exactly what the Chargers needed. That one got tipped at the line of scrimmage. Try to go back and see who exactly got that pick. I'm not seeing anything come up as far as interceptions, so I can go through something else. Let's go to play-by-play. Interception made by Tranquil. Was able to get this mitts on that ball. Good heads-up play there. And so the Chargers start off strong. And they will get the ball at the start of the second half, so that couldn't have started better for them. Hey, we'll be touching no carpet. You hear me? What's up, Carver Sports Talk? I've never seen you pop in the chat, but what a hell of a last name. I have no idea, Coach Allen. Ah, okay. And it looks like the Carver family has a new channel. Wow. Okay. He says, yes, sir, the sexier Carver. Coming in hot with a new channel. I like it. All right, so now we're back. What's up, Carver Sports Talk?
1999. All three Florida.
He says subbed.
First Tampa Bay playing on Monday night.
Yeah, that's what I got to do right now. I just pulled it up and I didn't even hit the subscribe button. There we go.
It really was.
So now he's up to 3
Joseph
subscribers.
Day makes this play. He's going to come around Brandon Sheriff right here, and he recognizes that It is not run now. Gets his hand up, gets a tip. Bosa gets a tip, and this is exactly what the Chargers defense was looking for. And Austin Eckler, I'll tell you, in the red zone, Al, near that goal line, he is tremendous. Great nose for the.
I've got to change that. I'm gonna sit down here and do that.
Last 2 years, one tonight.
I'll have to put Flatlines up there though,
the
since he's back on Twitch. Play action. Lawrence steps back, fires a deep out, and that is caught, connected to Evan Ingram. He's on one of my parlays. That'd be nice. Need Evan Ingram over 39 yards receiving. There's 16 right there.
They want to get him out in space. He's flexed out here. He's going to run a corner route off the play action. And Van Noy has great drop.
That was a really good throw there by Trevor Lawrence.
Be completed.
It's that old story. You list him as a tight end, you pay him less, right?
I guess.
There we go. Little trace set to the left. Handoff Etienne, and he will fight for a gain of about 4.
Last year with a foot injury. Let's take a look at that LA defense.
I'm going to turn this down. Braden Falco, Joey Bosa, Kenneth Murray Jr., Drew Tranquil, Khalil Mack, Sante Samuel Jr., really good young corner, Derwin James, Nasir Adderley, Bryce Callahan, Michael Davis.
Joey Bosa just went over to the bench.
Quick little string route to Evan Ingram, and he will get gain of about 7 and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
And Jacksonville did a
So
lot of
getting
this in the first
Ingram
game. Just
involved
getting the ball
early
quick on
and
these
often.
bubble screens to their
He has
receivers,
had a
tight
really
ends,
good
and they
year
want
for the
to get
Jacksonville
ball out
Jaguars,
and
kind of
be physical.
resurrecting his
Let them
career.
run with it, get the blocking out in front.
It was
70
not a
yard
success
gains,
while
keep
he
the
was in
chains
New York.
moving. We'll see a lot of this tonight.
Ingram, one of the free agents.
First
They
and
picked
10
up
now.
the
Jacksonville has this
signed a
ball
one-year
across
deal.
midfield. Lawrence in the pocket, in trouble, still waiting. Now throws it off to the flat for Kirk. That's incomplete. Well defended.
Callahan covering on the play. So for the Chargers, Brandon Staley, his pedigree is defense, even though he was a college quarterback. But he calls the defensive signals.
He does, and his philosophy is we want to contain the
Appreciate
run,
you very
but we
much,
want to
Angie.
Make sure you don't get big play passes. They disguise a lot. They play a lot of 2 deep safeties. They want you to go the long route.
So 2 wings and 2 tight receivers in this condensed formation. Etienne will switch sides. They go with the counter to the left. He gets room to the outside, and he's got the first down. Gain of about 11. Not a lot of force there on that play by the Chargers defense, and he's able to get to the corner.
They would do a lot of second down runs. Evan Ingram here is going to get the block on Joey Bosa. Travis Etienne using his speed.
Not bad there by Ingram. Might have got those hands in the pads, but he gets away with it.
And we'll see this tonight as well. Travis Etienne and his speed.
Etienne already 3 rushes, 20 yards. Off to a good start. That is a positive for the Jags on the ground. Tight, condensed formation once again for Jacksonville. Booting out to the right, has to set up in the pocket, now fires incomplete. He had to get rid of that ball quick as he was under pressure.
Khalil Mack put the heat on that time.
They're taking a shot here, trying to set up off play action, but Khalil Mack, this time he beats Ingram in the pass protection.
And Lawrence went down. Got hit pretty hard there. I think Jags fans really wanted a roughing the passer. They did not get it there.
Again, look for something quick here. Run the ball, get to a third, and manageable.
2nd and 10. This ball is at the 46 of LA. Looking right. Now fires the slant route, and that is well defended. Incomplete. On the coverage, I think was Callahan. It was. He's able to fin top shoulder and get up and over and deflect this. Oh, yeah, Bosa might have got a helmet-to-helmet on
and that
Lawrence.
is tough when the referee is shielded. He can't really see from that angle. That's tough to pick up.
Yeah, Matt came in from
So now 3rd and 10.
But this is exactly where the Chargers want to be. They want to be 3rd and long on defense so they can turn.
You wonder what the Jags would do here if it's a 4th and manageable. I would say they'd kick the field goal.
Will they come on the 3rd and 10?
Lawrence looking, just checks it down to Zay Jones, and Zay Jones breaks one tackle, but cannot break the next one. That's just a gain of a couple, and so he should probably attempt a long field goal attempt, and I actually think Lawrence is going to stay on the field. The Jags, Mara is in the house, says tough. What's up, Mara? Jags have went for it on 4th down a lot this year. Team converted 51% of their 4th down attempts, 13th highest among active head coaches.
Sometimes too much so.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of taking the points.
4th and 7, electing to not kick the field goal. They go with a tight trip, snap it quick. Lawrence fires and intercepted. 30, 35, and Asante Samuel Jr., and that will be a turnover. And Jags, instead of taking points, go for it. And that's an interception, and the Chargers are back in business. I'm calling it fair. I don't know what you're talking about, Coach Allen. I'm calling it down the line. You know, I'll rant out like that when the Jags get a pick, but right now the Jags are down 2 turnovers. And Justin Herbert has yet to step on the field. Mara says, hey, how's your night going? It's going great. Mara, how are you? Appreciate you for joining the Coach Plays. Coach Allen, I tried to tell you. The Chargers are about to run away with this one. Can feel it in the bones. Seahawks, yeah, you know, that was a mistake for 1 quarter. Through 3 quarters, it was looking pretty decent. And then it became a mistake. But, you know, you can't win them all. But I bet more on this game than I did that game. That tells you something. I like the Chargers. And I did win some player props. I actually was very, very up on that game. Just would have been a nice little sugar on top if they actually won by, or kept it within 9. Monroe says, good. Action-packed night, trying to keep up with multiple games, but your stream can help with that. Absolutely, Mara. I appreciate you very much. Mara. What a name. I like it. Mara. So we're just on a commercial break right now. Like I say, Jags, one of the big reasons they have been able to go on such a big win streak, they've been winning the turnover margin. Off to a not so good start tonight. 2 drives, 2 turnovers. Right there, they could have kicked a field goal. Went down 7-3 if they would have hit it, of course. I think it was like a 41-yard field goal attempt. They elect to stay on the field, go for it, like they've done a lot this year. That time did not pay off. Trevor Lawrence, I think he had to throw that one a little bit quicker than what he wanted to, as he had pressure right in his face. I got the Chargers to win the Super Bowl for an 80-plus profit. Hey, if the Chargers caught fire, they could go on a run, because I believe Justin Herbert's that dang good quarterback. I just don't know if they can catch fire like that. We'll have to see. Bills would still have my first vote, I believe. Angie says she's got the Bills versus 49ers. I could see that Super Bowl. 49ers are just a really good team, a collective team.
He wraps up Zay Jones, makes contact. That is illegal contact for sure.
Chargers? No, not necessarily.
No flag. That's playoff football, though, Al.
If the 6th seed or the 5th seed was to win or win it.
2nd down and 7.
7th seed or the 6th seed. Nice move there. Everett all the way down into the Jacksonville territory. Who's the 7th seed for the AFC side? I'm trying to remember.
Watch this. Justin Herbert underneath Josh Allen. right on target.
Miami.
Right on the money, and then
So Miami would have to get an upset. They're probably not going to do that.
That is great offensive
And then who's the
execution.
6th seed? Ravens. Yeah, I mean, it looks like the Chargers would probably play the Bills. They might be the lowest seed there. Herbert looks in the pocket, now fires deep down the field, and Palmer catches this one, but he did not get a feet in bounds. Josh Palmer, former Tennessee Vol. There you go, Coach Allen. We're going to turn that down a little bit. Herbert, Eckler, Keenan Allen. I think he needs a big game. DeAndre Carter, Joshua Palmer, Gerald Everett, Jameer Sawyer, Matt Feeler, Corey Linsley, Zion Johnson, and Trey Pipkins III.
One time missing Rashawn Slater, their great left tackle, lost him in the 3rd game of the season.
So Keenan Allen will motion to the slot to the left. Now you get Carter to motion in like a tray set. A little inside handoff Eckler, and he gets a gain of nothing. 2nd and actually 3rd and 10.
For Justin Herbert, 3rd year in the league, overall number 6 pick 2 years ago out of the University of Oregon. Had a sensational Rose Bowl game, 25 TDs, 10 picks, and threw for 4,739 yards, second only to Mahomes.
Herbert in the pocket, steps up, fires middle of the field. That is caught by Carter, and he gets a gain of about 16, maybe 15, but it's a first down. A tight window throw there. Thought for a moment that it might have been picked off. He fits it in there, and the Chargers are in business now in the red zone. So far, pretty good protection for Justin Herbert, allowing him to go through his reads and his progression. See if that can keep up. Lawrence has not quite had that time so far. Everett will motion now back across in a 2 tight end set. Go with a wide zone. Kelly will push forward for a gain of about 5.
The 16-yard line, and we meet the Jaguar defense.
I'm going to turn this down. Jaguars defense, Fatuksi, Devon Hamilton, Roy Robertson Harris, Trayvon Walker, the former 1st overall pick, Lonquo, Devin Lloyd, Josh Allen, Darius Williams, Rayshon Jenkins, Andre Sisco, and Tyson Campbell.
Jenkins making 2 gigantic plays, one against Dallas, one against Tennessee.
2 by 2, tight set. Herbert fires that, and that one goes through the hands of Palmer, incomplete. Lucky that that one wasn't picked. I think that one was way behind Palmer. Don't know if he really had a chance. Joe Lombardi right there, the Chargers offensive coordinator. They now find themselves in about a 3rd and 5.
And just didn't connect. I'm not sure if Herbert thought he was going to slow down there in the zone and sit down.
Guys, as you pop in, hit those thumbs up. That helps us out. We got 10 people in the house. Let's match it. Get to 10 thumbs up. Helps our algorithm out. Keenan Allen will now motion in the backfield. He'll flank out. Herbert fires, and he's got Keenan Allen for a gain of 6 and a first down at the 10-yard line. So should be about a 1st and goal depending on where they spot this. Right at the 10.
Run an option route. He sits down against the zone. But again, look at this. The sidearm throw right on the 3 in perfect shape. Good protection. Good throw. Again, great execution by this offense.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Carter will motion to a trip set to the left. A trips bunch. Palmer, lone receiver to the right. Throws it out. Keenan Allen to the 10, to the 5, and be tackled at about the 3. So that's a good start for my parlay. So the parlay I've got, just to kind of let you guys know, as I'm going to turn down that music real quick. A $6 parlay will win me 62. I need Eckler to get some receiving yards, but I got Eckler to score a touchdown. He's already got it. Evan Ingram over 39 yards receiving. He's got 23. Keenan Allen over 80.5. He's got 12. Austin Eckler over 38 yards receiving. 2 by 2 set. Eckler flips sides. Got to snap it. He does. Quick throw, tipped up, incomplete. That would have been a walk-in touchdown if they could have got it to Allen. But good job there at the line of scrimmage for Jacksonville. Tipped up, and once again, lucky that that did not hang up there for someone to pick off. See who gets his mitts on this. Oh, no one got this mitts. It just goes off of Jaguars defender's helmet. Spencer Barnett, team member. What's up, Spencer? Shake and bake.
Third down and goal.
Herbert looking. Fires incomplete. Just threw that at the feet of Carter. So this is going to be a good stop by the Jags. The Chargers are going to take the points and elect to kick a field goal. So they've got a chance to go up by 2 possessions. But that is a win by Jacksonville that they're going to be able to hold them to 3 here. Cameron, the Dicker kicker. 21 field goals made out of 22 attempts, a 95% completion. This one is a chip shot at 22, being snapped from the 4. And that kick is good.
And so the Chargers capitalize.
So the Chargers now up. They extend their lead up to 10-0. Jaguars need a drive to go down the field and answer the call. Spencer says he's got to pick up some food. Dang, man. They're already offering me a $50 cash out. So I could take a $15 profit right now if I wanted to on the minus 2.5. I won't do that, but dang. It's not too bad. Yes, they do, Spencer. Yes, they do. They are a well-oiled football machine right now, Spencer. They are a team. So we are on a commercial break right now, as the Chargers are up 10-0 in this one. But it's early, 5:30 left to go in the first. Just a pair of turnovers on the first 2 drives has really just changed this game pretty quickly. Angie says her Bengals are going to win also. All right, so now we're back.
Letters. 10-0 is the score, and the kick will bound through the end zone for a touchback.
That will be a touchback.
Tail of the tape. Let's take a look at this. Herbert.
Gonna mute that real quick. Both quarterbacks 6'6".
Yes, yes I am.
So let's see what the Jaguars have in store.
I hear you, Angie.
Here from the 25-yard line.
All right, so 2 tight end set. They go with a counter to the left, and Etienne will get 1 yard.
Picks up 1. So early adversity for Trevor Lawrence, second year.
So far early, Jacksonville has had success on the ground. 4 carries, 4 rushes for 21 yards. 3 for 18 so far for Chargers.
just stay with what we're doing, stay the course. We're going to be fine. We're going to bounce back.
Spencer says, tell Angie I am from Dayton.
Won their last 5 games. Earlier they had a
2x2 set. Now Ingram will motion to a trip set to the right.
2nd down and 9.
3 down lineman. Bosa got a good get off there. Lawrence fires, and that is incomplete. And Sante Samuel was able to get the contact there. Felt like Lawrence a little bit slow on that throw. Would have had him early, but got to his progression just a little bit late, and that allowed Asante Samuel to get in on that play. But, man, Bosa had a really good get-off on that play, but picked up pretty well by the right tackle. Maybe Sheriff. I think Sheriff's actually the right guard. I don't know.
A lot better.
Yeah, Sheriff is the right guard. Trips bunch to the right. Ingram is to the left. Or Kirk was. Lawrence trying to set up a screen and not there, and he has to just throw it at the feet. And a quick 3 and out by the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And another good one. Lawrence pleading his case with referee Sean Smith.
This was actually a screen to ETN. Mack gets a good rush. Kyle Van Noy recognizes it, and he holds up.
Boy, Khalil Mack has been extremely close to a couple sacks tonight. Lawrence knew he was there, had to dirt it in the ground.
Penalty, but it was in so much traffic you couldn't really see it.
Now punting from their own 25.
DeAndre Carter is back.
Oh, boy. Punter went down, but, I mean, that was by his own lineman. There is going to be no flag. You can't get a flag for pushing a lineman into the kicker. Sorry, Jags fans. So that gets us to another commercial break. Chargers up 10-0. Because Angie, it was his own offensive lineman, his own protector, who got pushed into him. He got whipped on his block so bad that he got pushed back into the punter. So that's not a flag. It was not a defensive player who hit the punter. So clean play. Chargers will take over. Justin Herbert so far 6 of 10 for 57 yards. Trevor Lawrence 3 of 10 for 26 yards and 2 interceptions. So it has not been a clean start for the Jags. Evan Ingram 2 catches, 23 yards. DeAndre Carter for the Chargers 2 catches, 17. Keenan Allen 2 for 12. Gerald Everett's got 1 for a long 23. Austin Eckler 2 carries for 13 yards. Jags are a little off, Spencer says. Carver says, Dolphins game gonna be a stinker. I agree. Saw that line at -9.5. I want to jump in on the Bills. I like that line.
Every day for 2 years, he and Trayvon Walker battled it out in practice at the University of Georgia, best on best. Salyer says he knew freshman year that Walker would be a special talent with his freakish size and athletic ability. And now Salyer tells me he sees the #1 pick as an even more fluid pass rusher with growing confidence. Al?
Yeah, well, at Georgia, of course, he was listed as a defensive lineman. Georgia, of course, sent like 800 guys to the pros in that draft.
What's up, DeAndre Ray? We would have been better, he says. It's hard to say, Ray. Unfortunately, like say, with the quarterback situation and the offensive line situation, I don't know if we would have been better. I think I don't know. It's tough. I don't want to be too biased. They could have. I mean, defense is playing well, and maybe you don't turn the ball over, and you have good success on the ground. Titans played well against the Chargers, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. But you never know, man. It's tough, but you had to take care of business. You had 2 opportunities to beat the Jags, and you failed both times. Herbert in the pocket, checks it down, and that is Everett for a gain of about 5.
Goes Gerald Everett, who makes his second catch. And so it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Chargers.
Protection has been good so far for Justin Herbert. Here is Jamari Salyer on his buddy from Georgia. And he handles him here, and he has been a revelation for them. They drafted him as a guard and had to put him out of tackle, and he's played great for them.
They know this turf pretty well, the Georgia.
Yeah, Spencer, of course, I'm a little salty about that. I am a Titans fan, so I would have liked to see them not make it. Herbert, that is tipped at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. And the Jags get a much-needed stop here, and now the Chargers will have to punt right away. So a pair of 3-and-outs by both teams now, back-to-back. And there has been a lot of deflections at the line of scrimmage. Both quarterbacks are kind of struggling getting this ball up and over, and that's, I don't know, I mean, they're both 6'6" quarterbacks.
As you say, 52 batted passes in the last 3 years, which is the most in the NFL over that period.
Which is a little unbelievable for a 6'6" guy that you would think would be getting them over the top.
You would think. J.K. Scott
punting at their own 46.
Back inside his 10. And that will bounce.
Oh, and it takes the Jags bounce, and now we'll kind of roll back, and it will die at about the 13. So back to a commercial break again. Like I say, 2 3-and-outs back to back. And we remain at the score, Chargers 10, Jags 0. So we're just in a commercial break. Should be coming back any moment. All right, so now we're back.
Lawrence
Big shot deep down the field, and that is incomplete, but is there a flag? There will be. Flag on Asante Samuel Jr. He did not get his head around.
Now we were talking during the break on just how much these Charger DBs were sitting down on routes, and we thought they'd have to go deep. First shot out of the box, Marvin Jones, just a straight takeoff. Samuel tries to get his head around.
Yikes.
But I don't think he's playing the ball, Terry McCauley.
I don't know if he would have had a chance to play the ball. I feel like Marvin Jones is I think that's a little bit more on offense, but yeah, no foul, no pass interference. When I was looking at that, I felt like Asante Samuel was trying to get his head around, and Marvin Jones just kind of hugged him. I mean, that's a good job by Marvin Jones Jr. really trying to sell it, but
the receiver makes an obvious attempt to come back for the ball. It's not a foul this year. They made it perfectly clear before the season. So this was a great job picking this flag up. This is not a foul.
So they take it back to
so now 2nd and 10.
Negating what would have been about a 40-yard gain or so. And back
Ingram will now motion to a wing, and now Kirk motions over to the left, and they go counter left. And gets a gain of about 5. This will bring up a 3rd and manageable now here.
They threw that ball deep, Al. Ronaldo Hill, the Chargers defensive coordinator, said they gave them too many easy access throws in the first game. Well, so far in the first quarter here, they're sitting down on all these routes. They're driving on the short routes.
Yeah, Chargers are playing tight, so I like the call to take a shot there deep down the field on first down. See if they can pick up this first down to where it didn't hurt them. Trips a bunch to the right. Now Kirk motions over to the slot to the left. They go with a mesh. Throws, and that is picked off. The 3rd interception by Trevor Lawrence, and the 2nd interception by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are right back in business.
This is another great job.
Cowboy Spencer says, anybody like the Cowboys? I don't hate them, but I don't root for them. I'll be rooting for the Bucks tomorrow. Can't stand them, Spencer, Carter says. And boy, Trevor Lawrence has had a nightmare of a start.
Just a very good job of defensive game plan.
Trying to just roll a mesh right here, and he throws it in. And Asante Samuel was just sitting in the flat the whole time. Rough start for Trevor Lawrence.
Instead, he picks up his 2nd interception of the night. Chargers in business again.
Go with a little bit of like a split zone. Eckler will run physical there for a gain of about 6. That was a different little split zone action.
To the 9-yard line he goes to make it 2nd down and 4.
And Austin Eckler is a guy they want to get the ball to down here. Joe Lombardi, the offensive coordinator, Al told me, my grandfather used to
3rd
talk
interception.
about Paul Hornung. He said he was a really good player.
No interception on 222 passes in the regular season.
Well, his grandfather
3 in this game alone already. 2nd and 3. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Can the Jags hold him to a field goal? Handoff Eckler. He keeps it north, and he will fight. And this one's going to be close to the first down. We'll see if they give it to him based off that spot.
And this young man is strong. He's tough.
And they do give it to him.
He's got a nose for the end zone.
And not only is he a good runner, but he's the guy they go to. They threw it to him 107 times this season. Over 1,600 yards of scrimmage, which, of course, averages about 100 yards per game. Touchdown leader each of the last 2 years.
And not having Mike Williams down here, Eckler becomes even more important.
And off Eckler bounces to the outside. He will make a move, and he is in. Touchdown, Chargers.
He must have heard us talking about it.
That end zone is like a magnet for this.
3 turnovers and 3 scores off of them. bringing up a total of 17 points pending this extra
And this is a
point.
really good job by DeAndre Carter, too. He comes in here. He knows he's got to get Rayshon Jenkins.
Yeah, Carter might have got away with a hold there on the perimeter. Not on the perimeter, but on the end of the line.
With a great run to finish. But that was as much DeAndre Carter as anyone. Wide
Chargers
receiver coming in there being
off to the
physical
start
blocking.
that they wanted.
So with 44 seconds left in the quarter, 3
Extra point is
takeaways.
good. Chargers 17. Jaguars 0. So another commercial break right now. What's good, Titan Anderson Sports? Appreciate you popping in, buddy. Hope you've been doing well. Hope you and your family's been doing well. All right, guys, so we're back.
It is. Oh, it's difficult. And Doug told us yesterday, right? I've got to remind myself to keep running the ball. Well, he better remind himself here.
He's going to put a string around his finger. I think the ball fell off the tee.
Mara says rotate in some
he said
third
he's gonna put a
stringers
string around
strategically.
Remind him.
To continue to run it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Interesting. And you don't want to feel like you're locking Trevor Lawrence down, that you've lost confidence in him. So you've got to continue to call some passes, but you can't leave your game plan.
And they kick this one off. He'll bring it out at the 1. 1 yard back out of the end zone. Gets through the 30. Takes a big hit, and he'll be brought down about the 34. There is a flag, though.
Kickoff return back to the
Brady ruined his marriage due to obsession with
And the
football.
Jaguars already moving back.
Yeah, I mean, if that ruined his marriage, then that's pretty messed up, though. There's probably a whole lot more than that, Spencer Barnett. Because, I mean, if the guy wants to play football, I mean, maybe the wife should support that.
Officials
Especially since she's still doing her career. I'm sure there was a lot more going on than that.
Receiving team, number 26. 10-yard penalty. First down. Correction.
Trevor Lawrence on confidence, game a lot more mental and physical. Can't play at a high
Turn
level.
this
You're not
down
really
just for
confident,
that
feel like
music.
Doug Peterson's MO. He is a great quarterback coach, and I think they'll stay with it.
All right, so here we go.
Trevor Lawrence is gonna
3
lose
turnovers
this
for the
game.
Jags.
3 interceptions.
And they're down 17-0. Lawrence got to settle in. Get his confidence back. Lawrence, quick throw to the outside flat. That is Zay Jones for game for about 4. They'll keep that clock running, and I would assume that's going to get us to the
one of the cornerstones of
end of the first. We'll see if they run another play.
Derwin James, one of the best in the league. In fact, in a poll of his peers, he was voted the best safety, and he plays all over the place.
He
Strong
does
safety,
so
weak,
much,
weak
yes.
safety, comes up on the line, blitzes.
10 seconds
you name
left
it.
in the first quarter.
Back. He covers backs out the backfield. He blitzes. He plays in the deep zones. He plays man-to-man on tight ends.
And that is going to
He
do
does
it.
all.
End of the first quarter. Chargers 10.
You're watching Super Wild.
Jaguars 0. So we'll look here at the box score for you at the end of the first quarter. Justin Herbert 7 of 12 for 63 yards. Trevor Lawrence 4 of 13 for 30 yards, but 3 interceptions. Eckler, 5 for 29 rushing and 2 touchdowns. Travis Etienne, 5 carries for 26 yards. Gerald Everett, 2 catches, 29. DeAndre Carter, 2 for 17. And Keenan Allen, 2 for 12. Evan Ingram, 2 for 23. Zay Jones, 2 for 7. Leading tacklers on each team, Derwin James, Alohi Gilman, and Kenneth Murray Jr., all with 2 tackles. But Derwin James has 2 solos. And Forsay Alukun, however you say his last name, 4 total tackles. And that is where we were at the end of the first quarter. Pretty fortunate to not be down by more, in my opinion. Yeah, for sure. I mean, at least they held them to a field goal one time, because it could be at least 21-0. And then they did get the Chargers on a 3 and out. So yeah, like I say, lucky that it's not by more. Still a whole game left, 3 quarters. So yeah, they got time. All right, now we are back from commercial break.
Let's hope so.
It better be.
Let's hope so. It is not necessarily swimming weather here.
No. Future Olympians. Al Michaels with Tony Dungy, Kaylee Hartung. 2nd down and 6 here.
Counter to the right. Etienne, lower shoulder, will pick up a gain of about 3. It will bring up 3rd and about 3.
Tranquil had the earlier pick. 3rd and 3 now.
Big 3rd down. They're coming back to the 3 wide receivers.
Figure Jags would be giving Chargers a hard time because I haven't been too impressed by the Chargers. Roz says, what is your estimate of a final score before this started? My final score was 31-21 Chargers. Chargers got some key guys coming off injury later into the year, so yeah, but they do not have Mike Williams tonight. Mike Williams hurt his back last week and don't know how long he's going to be out. Lawrence is in trouble, and Lawrence will go down with a sack. And Jags having a punt.
Sebastian Joseph Day as well to put him down on the sack.
Came with a 5-man rush, but there was really nowhere to go. Again, these Charger defensive backs are
Lawrence had some time here, but clearly pretty good job down the field. There was some good penetration up a gap there by number 9.
So now Logan
got his
Cook,
name.
his first punt was 32 yards.
But so the Jags are having to punt out of their own 10-yard line. That one almost blocked. It will hit at the 45 and the 40, and it will go out of bounds at the 37. Carter wanted to touch it but could not. I'll turn this down just a little bit.
Keeping good company, and I'll say when you're on a panel, on a graphic with Marshall Faulk, you're keeping some good company. 10 or more rush TDs, 5 or more receiving TDs. Faulk, Holmes, Alexander, Gurley, and Eckler players who lead the NFL in touchdowns 2 straight seasons.
It's funny, some of those guys you're mentioning as
I quit work at
MVPs
62 to my family problems with sister, niece, and her 3 kids. Yeah, that's absolutely the right decision.
Yeah, he's still, one of the under-the-radar guys, all things considered.
Play action, Herbert checks it down to the flat to his tight end.
Donald Parham
for a gain of maybe 2.
Al, you almost get the feel that this Jaguar defense is going to have to come up with a big play to change this momentum around.
Yeah, not a good start, Angie.
And not on top of this, too, if the Chargers have another good drive here, the Chargers deferred. They're going to get the ball to start the second half on top of it.
And I know that Justin Herbert is very cognizant of not making a mistake. He talked to us yesterday about making sure that we win the turnover battle. I can't make bad plays worse. Nothing wrong with
2nd and 8.
Times.
2nd and 8.
Carter motions to the right. Inside zone to Kelly. He'll get a gain of about 3. He'll make it about a 3rd and 5. Spencer says the Jags are lost right now. And we do have an injured Charger on the field, Gerald Everett.
On the grass here at Jacksonville, so an injury timeout for the moment before the Chargers come up on a 3rd and 5. Check it out here.
Might have got rolled up on maybe. Yep, I can see it coming. Right there. That's rough.
Chad Muma came down on the back of his leg. Good to see Everett walking off.
Yeah, he's had a lot of key plays for the Chargers this season.
What up, Tyler? Appreciate you joining the stream.
Big tight end out of South Alabama.
3rd and 5 for the Chargers. Can the Jags force another 3 and out?
You have to look for Keenan Allen here.
And do the Chargers extend this drive?
3rd down and 5. Extra pressure.
Fires. Corner route is caught by Parham. And that's a 1st down. Cross midfield now into Jacksonville territory.
On 3 targets.
And you talk about big catch radius. This guy has it. Nice route. Stems up. Breaks out.
Really good ball.
Herbert can throw this ball high because he's got a big target.
What's up? That's so random. 3:21. Jaguars choked. It's not over yet, but it's definitely not been a good start.
But he can be big.
Random. Appreciate you for joining the Coach Plays. Guys, as you pop in, hit that like button. And if you're new, subscribe to the Coach Plays. Help us get to 7K. Herbert in the pocket. Going to go down. That was a big sack that time by Josh Allen, the former Kentucky Wildcat.
Turn it around and send them into the playoffs.
They were going to take a shot, trying to go deep here. This is Trayvon Walker coming around the outside. Makes him step up, and Josh Allen from the other side on Parham. It's kind of a
That was
mismatch.
a great rush there by Allen.
Trying to block Josh Allen.
2nd and 16 now. They need to try to get some of this back. Handoff Eckler, and he will keep it forward to get about 5, and he'll bring up a 3rd and 11.
A play in the half. 3rd and long.
Yeah, trying to get it back to manageable, but still with the 3rd and 11. This is the spot for the Jaguars defense where you've got to bow up. You cannot let them even get into field goal range here. They need to stop. Showing blitz, but come out of it.
Yeah, they back out.
Fires, middle of the field. Got his man. That is Keenan Allen. Crossed the 25. 1st down Chargers. Keenan Allen now 3 catches, 35.
And he finds him.
They show blitz, come out of it into a zone. Again, Keenan Allen is
I think he might have just hooked up on a deep curl. He sure did. That ball was out at the right time.
Reaction time. This is the big thing with Justin Herbert. That ball is there so quick.
Yeah, that ball was out.
Out of zone coverage. Huge conversion.
Trips bunch close. Carter now motions over. They got to snap it. They do. Inside handoff. Kelly. 1 yard. Oh, he does fight for maybe about 2, maybe 3.
9.5 to go in the half.
That 3rd down play was so key because now you can take more time off the clock. You're in field goal range already. With the way Dicker's kicking, you've almost assured yourself you're going to get some points, and you can continue to drain the clock.
I don't have to tell you how big 3rd down is. They're 4 out of 6 on third down. Jaguars are 0 for 4.
Trip set to the left. Palmer, lone receiver to the right. Think this is a free play. I thought he jumped off sides. Throws it to Palmer. He breaks the tackle, gets inside the 10. They did not throw the offsides, man. What a get off. I thought that was offsides for sure. But Palmer, strong-handed catch, broke the first tackle and picks up a good gain and a good first down. Now, first and goal. I believe he's inside the 10. He is. First and goal from about the 9. Yeah, he did, Tyler.
First and goal.
He's having himself a pretty good NFL career. Ball is first and goal at the 8. Chargers trying to go up 24-0. And we get a stoppage play, and this probably going to be false start or illegal shift.
Before we get around the right side, Sean Smith has been fairly quiet tonight. Not much in terms of penalty action.
Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Zion Johnson, he was their #1 pick this year, the guard out of Boston College. Well, the Chargers have sure taken the air out of this place right now.
It really has. There was so much energy before the game started.
Tremendous.
The turnovers have been big, but this offensive execution has been fantastic as well.
I think the crowd knows how big this is right now to try to get a stop here.
Play action, Herbert, middle field, and that is tipped and should have been intercepted. But Williams could not hold on to it. A great play by Cisco, but tipped it right to Williams. Would have been a tough interception because it was a bang-bang play, but man, that would have been the play that the Jags needed. That is a tight window throw, and Cisco read it.
Just the right hand just gets there.
Second-year guy out of Syracuse has had a good
So
season.
now, I believe it's second and goal.
Herbert is now 11 of 17 for 113 yards. Second down and goal.
Setting up the running back screen to Eckler, and he will get a gain of about 5.
Inside the 10, it'll be third down and goal for the Chargers.
And Jacksonville actually read this screen very well. Had people out there, played it. Eckler still found a way to make 4 yards with it. I know the tendency here would be to blitz, come after him. We've got to create a negative play, but I think you sit back, just make sure you don't give up a touchdown here if you're Jacksonville.
Everett's back in. Kelly is
4 down lineman for the Jags. They send 4.
Third and goal.
Herbert fires. Everett to the end zone. Touchdown. Chargers. Pending the extra point, the Chargers are off to the start that they wanted, and they're going to go up 24-0.
With an unbelievable first half.
Man coverage, tight end.
Lions would have done better. The Lions play on the NFC side. June, they would not be playing either one of these teams. Lions or NFC. This is AFC, buddy.
Well thrown ball, run after the catch, touchdown.
Lions did not win enough games to get in the postseason. Facts. I was hoping they'd get in. 24-0. All Chargers so far in this one. As Everett added 7 to the board. That does not matter, Carter. It really does not matter. Doesn't matter if you beat the Jags. The Jags made it to the postseason and won their division. The Lions didn't. What's up, Gist? Appreciate you joining the Coach Plays. Hope you've been doing well. Welcome back. It doesn't matter if you beat a team. What matters is, do you get to the postseason? Because Lions should have beat the Seahawks, but they didn't. And if they would have beat the Seahawks, they would have been in the postseason. I was not. Just as a Titan fan, Jags can go. Season starts fresh once playoff starts. Very true. Your team sucks. Well, appreciate you very much, June. I'm pretty sure your team has sucked for about 4 centuries now. My team is not the Jags, by the way, June. Just letting that out there. June, you're having a rough day. You're having a rough day. He's having a rough day, just. I don't know why. Very toxic coming in. He is struggling right now. June Lions haven't done anything since Barry Sanders. And they didn't even really do anything with Barry Sanders, unfortunately. We get it, June. We get it. And it sucks that y'all didn't make the postseason. I was hoping you would. But you needed to win one more game than what you did. And you didn't do it. It is what it is. Same for the Titans. They needed to win one more game and they didn't do it.
Divisional between the Chargers and the Dolphins back in 81, 41, 38. One of the great games of all time. Kellen Winslow was off the charts.
So the Jags will run it out of their own end zone. He gets some space here. Gets to the outside. There's the 30, 40. And the kicker will push him out of bounds at the midfield. So that is a positive play. And the Jacksonville Jaguars got to do something with it. That is for sure. If they're going to do anything to get back in this game, it needs to be sparked by that kick return. Because right now it's an embarrassing performance by Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
So the Jags down by 24 twice this year. They erased
my face is chilling there, June.
Deficits. Once against Dallas in overtime. The other time against
play action. Lawrence in the pocket. Fires middle of the field. Caught, tipped up, and almost intercepted. But it was incomplete. Do you think the Jags can come back? I do not, just.
He couldn't have given
I do not.
That was Christian Kirk.
Don't want to say they can't or never, but yeah, no. This was a great throw and initial catch by Clark, but what a hit by Gilliam. Lucky that did not get intercepted for the 4th time.
2nd and 10.
Gilman with a great play with his shoulder there. Now 2nd and 10 for Trevor Lawrence. Ball is at the 50. And that one is incomplete. Intended for Ingram, no flag. He wanted the flag. So did Lawrence. They ain't getting it.
Davis covering on the play. Intended for Ingram there. 3rd down and 10.
Quick shallow in.
No pick six. Just 3 interceptions in this game early. All by Trevor Lawrence.
They're just sitting on these short
yeah, Trevor Lawrence has thrown 3 picks, and the Chargers have gotten 20. They got 17 points off those 3 picks. Peterson not happy. He feels like they should have got a pick right there. Trevor Lawrence in the pocket on 3rd and 10. Fires. Intercepted for the 4th time, and that is Asante Samuel Jr.'s 3rd interception. The Jags suck. Wow. 4 interceptions. A horrific first half for Trevor Lawrence. And this sucks. I mean, I wanted at least a game. And I should have put a lot more on the Chargers. That is definitely clear. Tyler says, Jags suck nuts. A brutal start for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and especially Trevor Lawrence. And Coach Allen says, Jags suck nuts. Brutal. I'm happy. I did not want to see him win. Still a whole game left, but man. So, commercial break as we wait. Chargers on the first 3 interceptions turned it into 17 points. Will they turn it into any more points after the 4th interception? Where do you think OBJ will go? I have no idea, Gist. I mean, is there a chance he doesn't ever play again? I mean, sat out a whole year. I mean, I think there's a chance teams have kind of moved on. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he won't ever be an elite receiver again, so he probably will always want too much money. So at this rate, he'll probably just sit. All right, so we're back. Chargers taking back over at their own 31. Handoff, Eckler. Nothing there, no gain.
Who do you think your star of the game is so far?
We might have to vote for
Carter says he thinks he's done.
Deep zone coverage. When your receiver comes in your area, though, it turns into man-to-man. He's got his eye on the quarterback all the way.
Asante Samuel Jr. is having a great game. 3 interceptions by Asante Samuel Jr.
Respect the speed. They don't respect the deep ball. They're sitting on all these intermediate routes and making plays.
And they've held Jacksonville to 53 yards on 20.
2nd and 10. That would be brutal. Hopefully he is okay. So another commercial break right now as the left tackle for the Chargers is down. Did you see what happened to Damar Hamlin? You talking about the injury? Just, yeah, the cardiac arrest. It was extremely scary, but he is now back, and he got to get with his teammates. It's incredible that he was able to already be back with his teammates. So it's been an incredible story. I was live for that game, just. I was live, so. It was a scary situation, and he's extremely lucky and extremely blessed. All right, so Salyers, the left tackle, is walking off the field, but very, very gingerly. Yeah, that was unfortunate, Tyler. That was a bad situation there. She was 53. Checks it down to Parham, and Parham got to gain him about 4, but he needed 6, and so the Jags are going to force the Chargers to punt.
The left tackle will now be Foster Sorrell, a first-year player, free agent from Stanford. And the Chargers now at the 40-yard line send in the punt unit.
Brandon Staley's been known to be aggressive on 4th downs, but this is not a time to do that.
No. J.K. Scott
4th and 2. Scott will punt it away. And did that go off a Jag? This ball is loose. Chargers will pick it up. And I think that is the Chargers ball. And it is. Wow. It is a nightmare for the Jags. And these Jags fans have had zero to cheer for. Total domination right now by the Jags. This one's unfortunate. It goes right off the helmet of Clay Brooks. Doink.
Right in the noggin.
Yeah, the Jags are just. It's a home game for the Jags because they won the AFC South.
And the Chargers are down there. And it's Amen Bamiga.
Yikes. Boy, man, he's lucky he didn't hurt his leg right there. This is going to be embarrassing if the Jags can't turn something around.
Of course, the Chargers are already celebrating. They have a 1st and goal.
5:14 left to play. First half. This is a 24-0 game. Inside handoff Eckler, and he'll get 1 yard.
Anyway, so it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 5.
The Jaguar defense finally got to stop. You walking off the field. Hey, we punted it. We got it back to our defense. And now you're back out there. You got to get it mentally again.
Over a 3-to-1 ratio in yardage. Over a 3-to-1 ratio in first downs. 2-to-1 time of possession. 2nd and goal.
Herbert flushed out, rolls to the right, and throws this one out of bounds. Nothing there. Trying to get Palmer.
Palmer nearest to it with 4.5 to the half. It'll be 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal. Jags is trying to hold them to a field goal.
Didn't chase the run. Forced Herbert to basically throw the football away.
Chargers will run their 36th play of the night right here.
Herbert fires back of the end zone. He had Keenan Allen wide open and just well overthrew it. Man, Keenan Allen, that would have been an easy touchdown. Instead, they'll have to settle for the field goal. You don't see Herbert miss throws like this, but yikes, that one way overthrown. Missed opportunity there for the Chargers, and that's a win for the Jags.
Open spot, couldn't connect.
So Dicker now comes in for a
There's been 5 turnovers for the Jags, and it's totaled 21 points off of those 5 turnovers. In this game right now, Chargers 27, Jaguars 0. The magic has worn off, Carver. Sports Talk says. Carver, what made you decide to start a new channel? A sports channel? If I was to ever start a new channel just to kind of play around with on the side, I would do tutorials. Yeah, it is a really good run that they have had. I think they won like 6 straight games. Titans definitely would have gave up a better effort like this, assuming that they wouldn't have 5 turnovers, I would say. I don't think I have the energy and the time to start another channel. I think I got to pour everything into this one and then let it be that. Why haven't you been streaming any Call of Duty, Coach? Tyler, I just kind of told myself I feel like for what's best for the channel is just to kind of keep it sports and not to confuse the stupid algorithm. I don't know if it's helping, but we've kind of transitioned to, you know, just keeping it sports. And if I'm being honest, Tyler, we have not been playing Call of Duty ever since Caldera went away. My main man, my partner, Coach Allen, he has not been into Call of Duty. And rightfully so. I mean, it's not like it used to be. It's not like it used to be. Yeah, at least they didn't end up 0-16. They did win the South and make it to a postseason. And like I say, they are extremely young. If this is the way this game's going to go, it's going to be a huge damper on their season. Just a lot of hype. They got the AFC South. They're back in the postseason. And then to host a playoff game and go like this, that's a big sour ending to your season. That's for sure.
Shad Khan is on the team for several years right now.
But I mean, I keep saying this. There's still 4:25 left to go in the first half. It's a 4-score game. We've seen crazy things happen. Chargers offense haven't been lighting it up too much in this game.
Raucous and wild last week. Well, nothing to cheer about so far tonight, Tony.
No, they need a little spark right here. You've got 4 minutes
yes,
to go.
They do.
You want to get a drive
they
here
need a
because,
spark.
as you mentioned, Al, the Chargers get the ball to start.
You'll get it to about the 25.
Manhurts with the run back here. So the comparison right now, Herbert having a good night, doing everything he has to do. For
Trevor Lawrence, 4 of 16, 30 yards, 4 interceptions. Holy crap.
4 interceptions, 3 of them by Asante Samuel. What now?
Well, you've got to just try to maintain your poise and get back in rhythm. But I think what we're seeing is the difference between that third-year Justin Herbert and second-year Trevor Lawrence. Herbert is getting through his progressions a little bit faster, coming to the open man a little bit quicker, and just a little sharper tonight.
Yeah, but Ryan Tannehill wouldn't have played.
Overall pick in the draft back in 2020.
Are you talking about if it was this week?
A yard or so goes ETN.
Yeah, I'm not saying the Titans couldn't have beat the Chargers. If they played really good defense and Derrick Henry ran the ball well, they could. But Tannehill wasn't going to play, Tyler. They pretty well came out like a week or two ago saying like it was not looking good and that the only player who could have came back from IR would have been Kevin Long. Tannehill was not playing, even if they made it probably to the Super Bowl. They only had one IR recovery, and I think they were going to use it on Kevin Long this week if they would have made it.
This is a big play
so
here.
Tannehill wouldn't have been there.
Back in the huddle, make sure they're all set on what they want to do here.
3rd and 2 for the Jags. They desperately need a drive to be put together here. Lawrence checks it down, and Kirk cannot hang on to it, and that's incomplete.
Falls down, can't hold it.
And had him wide open, too.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I guess there are gambles and then there are gambles.
The turnovers has helped out the Chargers. Titans played well against Chargers and had a chance to beat them earlier.
Because he had him wide open. This time they got
but
the
that
man
was with
coverage they were
Tannehill.
looking for on the crossing route. Defender got picked
But yeah,
off.
it would be
That
it'd be a game.
Play.
As long as the turnovers wasn't in. Like I say, it's just been a terrible game for Trevor Lawrence.
Callahan is back.
Did he run into the punter? I guess they're going to say no. Fair caught at the 18. Just says yo. I'm going to turn that down. Last time the Patriots and Steelers both missed the postseason, 2000.
So it's new kids on the block.
He pulled a 93 Derrick Henry. That's nice. Just Heck yeah. I need to piddle around with Madden Ultimate Team. I should. I just never do. Carter says he was struggling even with Tanny in 0-7 to the end of the season. So many issues with the team. I'm a big homer when it comes to the Titans, but to be realistic, we would have struggled on offense. Yeah, we would have struggled on offense for sure. If the Titans would have beat the Chargers in the postseason, they would have beat them 20-17 or 17-14. That was the only way that they could win a game, and you just don't win games in the NFL like that. They definitely would have struggled on offense.
Standing up on the sideline, we'll check him out in a second.
Like I say, it's a terrible offensive line. Herbert fires. Keenan Allen will hold on to that. Does he get the first down, or is it going to be just shy? We'll have to see. Might be just shy.
They blitz, try to come out to blitz zone again.
Yeah, that when Tannehill went out, Tyler, that was like the cherry on top. Everything was not going well for the Titans, and then when Tannehill went out, it was just the cherry on top. It all starts with that offensive line being so beat up. Still was shocked that Henry was able to do what he did with it. 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches.
Tight trips bunch. Oh, and they fumbled. But he's able to recover. They tried to hand off a jet sweep, but he could not corral that handoff.
His first play of the night.
On his first play of the night, oh, he didn't know he was getting the ball.
Didn't get the timing right.
He did not know he was getting the ball.
Fortunately got the ball back and
that is not good for that kid, Bandy.
First time they've gone to him tonight, probably the
luckily,
last.
Luckily, he was able to pick up that football, or that would have been a huge moment for the Jags, but the Jags couldn't get on it. 2-minute warning. Chargers 27, Jags 0 as they go to a commercial break. No, I mean, not right now, Tyler, but I would fully expect the Titans, they're going to cut Taylor Lewan, and then he may retire after that because he's kind of let it known that he doesn't want to play for another team, but we'll see. He still may go and play for someone else, but Titans can save $19 million by cutting him. He's gone. There would be no need to keep him. They need something, Spencer. They got to get some sort of points on the board to get something going into the second half. All right, so we're back. Chargers punting this football away.
Boot of the night is a short line drive with a lot of
and one bounce hop. He picks it up at the 50 and gets it to about the 47.
By Tavon Campbell. And at least he gets the ball into Charger territory. So the turnovers.
Gonna mute that just for that music real quick.
To hit the hold-up man.
All right, so Jags will take over at the Chargers 47. Quick throw out to Travis Etienne, and he'll pick up a gain of 11. If Jaguars can score a touchdown here, pull this thing within 20 points, it's still a whole second half. So this thing, while it's been a nightmare, the Chargers have really not been able to just completely bury them with as many chances that they have. Lawrence, quick throw, and that one is incomplete. Intended for Zay Jones.
Michael Davis all over Zay Jones. 2nd and 10.
Michael Davis played great in their Miami win, where he was really matched up with Tyreek Hill.
Good coverage there by by Davis.
Not giving up any ground at all, really playing tight on these intermediate routes.
Lawrence took another shot there by Fox. Ended up on his rear end.
The deck that time with Morgan Fox on top of him.
2nd and 10. Looks like we're going to get a timeout.
Jacksonville takes a timeout.
So Jags will only have 2 timeouts left.
And 2nd down and 10. Asante Samuel, so he had 4 interceptions in his first 2 years in the league. First player in the history of the league with 3 interceptions. And we still have, barring overtime, which I don't think we'll see, we have 31 minutes of action left.
Well, his dad was an interception machine, and Asante Jr. plays the same way. He's got great ball skills. He's got eyes on the quarterback, and he's got anticipation.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 35 of LA. Quick swing route out to Etienne, and he gets a gain of about 5.
Down after a short gain by Alohi Gilman. 3rd and 4.
And this is where Jacksonville has struggled all night in these 3rd and mediums when they just try to get these short possession plays. The Charger defense is
3rd and 5. Lawrence gets the snap. He's got Kirk on a quick flat route. He gives it to him. He breaks the tackle, but will be brought down. That'll be a gain of 3, and it will be 4th down. And Jags will take a timeout here with 48 seconds left to go in the first half. They would not take that timeout if they wasn't going to go for it.
James was in the deep part of the secondary there. Read this.
Think about early in this game, the Jags elected to go for it on 4th down instead of kick a field goal. That next play was an interception. They could have went down. I think at that point they would have just been down 7-3.
As he told us, he's going to be a factor. He's watching the quarterback.
Got a pick.
He's going to be a factor.
And they went down 10-0.
The numbers are astonishing. Lawrence is 7-21. It's 33%. Averaging less than 3 yards per pass.
I really have to credit Mike Caldwell and that defensive staff. They have called
4th and 1 for the Jags.
48 seconds.
Ingram in the backfield. Lawrence fires middle field. He's got his man down to the 14. That is Marvin Jones Jr. They're going to have to hurry up. They don't want to use that timeout just yet. Twins 2x2 on each side, and now the Chargers will call the timeout, which was smart. I mean, they were about to snap it, so then you take the timeout and you're able to reset some things.
A lot of the players this week, they're crediting Brandon Staley. Staley's kind of, he's been a little bit in the crosshairs because everybody's thinking, hey, Sean Payton is out there. He did some dangerous things last year, could have gone to the playoffs, but lost at the end.
Al, they've done a great job. They've gone through a lot of injuries. They haven't had Keenan Allen and Mike Williams together very much. Justin Herbert with the rib injury half the year. guys in and out of the lineup, rebuilt their offensive line. They've done a great job. I don't know where all that talk comes from.
You know the rumor mill, don't you? You lived that
First
for
and
a few
10.
years.
Ball is at the 14. Can the Jags get in the end zone? Quick throw to the flat to Zay Jones. That will be a gain of about, give him 6. He does get out of bounds. This is, right now, a good series of plays for the Jags, and Jags have a chance to put it into the end zone before the half.
Got to get this ball in the end zone.
Trevor Lawrence now 9 of 23 for 68 yards and 4 interceptions. Just
They had one decent
crazy.
size play tonight, 16-yard gain early to the tight end Ingram.
Lawrence in the pocket, fires, end zone, touchdown. Evan Ingram took a shot. He held on to it, and the Jags are on the board right before the half, and that could be big. Still a lot of football left to play in this game. The Chargers have had opportunities to really bury them and go up like 34, 35. Yeah, it would have been 34 to nothing, but they've missed some opportunities, had to settle for a couple field goals, and the Jags now in business, an extra point away from making this just a 20-point game going into halftime with some momentum. The extra point is good. 27-7, 24 seconds left to play in half. The Chargers do get the ball to start the second half.
This is what we expect to see from Trevor Lawrence.
That's a good ball and a really strong catch there by Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram.
Accurate.
3 catches for 32 yards and a touchdown.
James coming in here, helmet to helmet.
That is helmet to helmet. Yep.
Yeah, I thought Derwin James could have got it, but they moved on.
And not called. So it's a 20-point game.
Derwin had the Colts a while back. Same thing. I don't think he's trying to do that. He's trying to break up the play, but that is helmet to helmet.
Got bounced out of that game on a Monday night late in the season. So the patient gets a little bit of resuscitation, but that, Tony, that was obviously so big to go in with something into the locker room and the Chargers to get the ball to start the second half.
No question. They really, really needed that.
Here's Michael Bandy.
And Bandy will just slide down.
With 21 seconds. Kaylee, what you got down there?
Well, Al, you guys saw Jamari Sawyer, that rookie left tackle, coming off the field earlier. Well, he is back on the field now. He was evaluated in the medical tent. They took off his left shoe, examined
I
that
would be
left
shocked
ankle,
to see the
but
Chargers
there he is back
kind
on
of
the field.
push the
And we've
issue
also
here. I
learned
think
that
they
DeAndre Carter,
go
the
with the
wide
half
receiver,
of 20.
He's now in the X-ray room, and we're told he's questionable to return because of
Oh,
his
that
right
is
ankle.
not good. Another wide receiver injury. So they will take the knee, guys. That's going to get us halftime. Hang with us. I will take a break, and I will see you guys for the second half. All right, guys, we're back. As this second half is going to be getting ready to be kicked off. Jaguars need a lot of help. Need a lot of help. All right, guys, we are back.
The winner of this game,
and the Jags are getting ready to kick off to Chargers, since the Jags had the ball first and had that first pick on the first drive.
Well, Coach, when you faced Trevor Lawrence earlier this season, he got away with a lot of quick, short passes. How have you guys been able to take those away tonight?
Yeah, we're trying to deny the ball, trying to play our game. Our guys came out and executed a good first half, but we got to stay connected in the second half. Rush and coverage working together.
Yeah, when you're up 20 points, what did you tell your team to make sure they keep their foot on the gas?
It wasn't our best half. We can play better than that. All right, we got to come out here in the second half in all three phases. Offensively, we got to score the ball.
Five-man front for Jacksonville to start. Two tight end set for the Jags. Handoff. Eckler, major penetration there, and that is a loss of 5 on the first play. A great start for the Jags.
In 2003, we're in Tampa. You're coaching Indianapolis. It's 21-0, not in your favor at halftime. What was your message? You won the game, by the way.
Yes, very similar to this. And what I said was, hey, the first 2 drives of the second half will determine this game. We've got to get a stop, and then we've got to score. If we do that, we can get back in the game, and that's what they've got to do.
Herbert throws right there to the middle and picks that all back up, and it'll bring up about a 3rd and 9.
Third down by Trey McKitty.
And I think my exact words were, we couldn't have played worse, and we're only 3 scores behind, so let's get going.
Right. And I'm looking at the box score in that game. You're down by 21 with 3:37 to play and win the game on a Mike Vanderjagt overtime field goal.
So never say never.
No.
Big down here, 3rd and 9.
You're learning well. Anything to keep an audience. 3rd down and 9.
Herbert on 3rd and 9 in the pocket, in trouble. Now dumps it off to Gerald Everett. He gives a stiff to the 40, to the 50, and that's a big first down. But there is a flag.
And they convert on a 3rd down and 9. Everett with 4 catches tonight for 63 yards.
Offside.
And offsides defense. This play is going to stand, and that is a huge pickup there for the Chargers.
Once again, this is just Justin Herbert going through his progressions.
Herbert was about to get sacked. He stepped up in the pocket, noticed Everett crossed his face, and dumped it off, and that was a big play by Everett.
Pocket, came to him, gets a big first down.
It's now 1st and 10. Throws the swing out to Keenan Allen, and he'll get a gain of about 11. I'm going to mute that just due to that music. But Keenan Allen, 5 catches for 55 yards. My parlay would have a chance if they start throwing to Austin Eckler. They're normally big on Austin Eckler, but out of the backfield, but haven't seen it a whole lot tonight so far.
No pocket presence.
18 to 20.
Eckler deep in the backfield. Play action, rolling right, and Herbert will throw the short to Everett, but it is incomplete.
Well, Brandon Staley is true to his word. He's keeping the foot on the gas pedal. They were taking a shot there, play action, looked deep, didn't have it.
Tony, we've seen so many blown leads. There was a 33-0 lead, as you well know. Indianapolis against Minnesota. We've seen so many huge comebacks this season.
We really have, and it usually starts with mistakes by the team that's ahead. So you want to stay aggressive, but you also have to understand, now you're in charge. Don't take anything for granted. Don't turn the ball over.
2nd and 10.
Herbert in trouble, throws it quick to Allen just off his fingertips, incomplete. He had to throw it quick as he was in trouble there.
3rd down and 10.
Now 3rd and 10. Larry Sante Samuel Jr. is Trevor's daddy. Let's go Chargers. What's up, Larry James? Welcome to the Coach Plays. Appreciate you joining. And that's a pretty true statement tonight. Boy, Asante Samuel Jr., 3 interceptions of the 4 that has happened.
Devon Hamilton got his hands up there.
Asante Samuel Jr. has had himself a night. 3rd and 10 here for the Chargers.
This defense is going to take some chances.
Appreciate you, Angie. Herbert steps back in trouble, sets up the running back screen to Eckler, but it was over his head, incomplete. So now what do the Chargers do here? I think they'll be able to kick a field goal. We'll see.
Jaguars create a punt situation.
No, they're going to have to punt. They're a little bit too far.
That was a great call, by the way, against the blitz. Had a screen. If they could have just eased it over.
I thought the Chargers were a little bit deeper into territory there, but they were not. You think the Chargers can win the Super Bowl? They would, honestly, Larry, they would have to catch fire a little bit more. I don't know if I see enough there. I just think the Chiefs and the Bills will be some tough outs. I'm not saying that they can't, as that's going to take us to a commercial break. I like me some Justin Herbert. They need Mike Williams to come back. If the defense can play like this a little bit, you got a chance. But win the Super Bowl, there's a lot, because there's a lot of good teams right now. There's a lot of good teams. No, Angie, they are not related. Not to my knowledge. Yeah, if they had one of those guys, I mean, Herbert would be even better. I love me some Mike Williams. They've got good weapons. I mean, I like Mike Williams a lot, and I like Keenan Allen, even though he's getting up there a little bit. Josh Palmer's a very solid receiver. They've got weapons. Eckler's just he can do so many different things. I mean, it's tough. Yeah, if they had one of those guys, all 3 of those guys are better than a Mike Williams, but I like me some Mike Williams. He's a special talent. He's got to stay healthy. Got to stay healthy. right, so now we're back, and the Jags have their chance to cut into this lead.
Big drive here.
Evan Ingram swings out to the left. They hand off right to Etienne, and he will get a gain of about 3.
14-yard line he goes.
A little generous spot there. I thought he only got a gain of a couple.
Drive, Al, and again, they've just got to stay with their game plan. They started out with wide run. That's something they wanted to get established. What they had success with was those quick bubble screens to Etienne in the first half. Might see that again. Might see bubble screens to the receivers. Get rid of the ball quick and get some positive yards.
Etienne now flanks out.
Tavion Gamble has just subscribed to the Coach Plays Shake and Bake. Big shout out to you, Tavion, as Christian Kirk will catch this pass for a gain of 9 and a first down. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the fam, Tavion.
Don't radically change. And Doug Peterson talked at halftime to Kaylee about.
There he is in the chat. Says, "Yo, what's up, Gamble? Thank you very much, man. Who you rooting for tonight? Jags, Chargers? Jags trying to
really change and
cut into this league on a big drive here after holding the Chargers to no points on the first drive of the second half. 2-by-2 set. Etienne is all set to the left. Lawrence, quick throw slant to Ingram. Ingram's having a nice night. 4 catches, 39 yards.
What's interesting too, Tony, is the ratio of passes towards the score has a lot to do with it, but the Chargers were much better pass defense-wise than running. Meanwhile, you got a Charger that's down, and that's Michael Davis.
Michael Davis hurt for the Chargers.
So they work on the cornerback, see what happens to him here. Hit by his own man there.
A little bit of friendly fire.
Kenneth Murray comes in.
That's
Step
tough
away for a
break.
minute.
Yep, they're going to go to a commercial break. My fault. So commercial break. After that, Charger is down on the field injured at the moment. Like I say, this is a big drive for... Just watching my dog. A big drive for the Jacksonville Jaguars right here. And Trevor Lawrence, while there were 4 interceptions in the first half, the Chargers had every chance to just bury him. And they just didn't quite bury him. A 27-point lead is not like impossible to come back from. They had a chance to go up 34-0 and could have possibly been more, as they had a 3-and-out drive earlier, and they just could not. You know, Jags were able to hold them to a couple field goals, and you're staring at a game real quick that if they score on this drive, it's just a 13-point game. And while the Chargers got off to that quick start with the 4 interceptions, a lot of those touchdown drives were short field, and this Chargers offense has not been able to generate long drives, and they have not dominated the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They've kept Herbert, for the most part, upright. He's only got 1 sack for 6 yards, but this game could turn in a way if Jacksonville could extend this drive and find a way to get into the end zone. I'll say that. Far from over. So coming back from a commercial break now.
Taylor comes in. Top of
Hand
the
off
screen.
Etienne, and he's got the first down. Good effort there.
And we're able to move the sticks on the run here by Etienne. First down.
And that's what we talked about, Al. You just cannot totally abandon your game and go pass. Stay with the game plan, pick up the tempo a little bit, but execute. Focus on that.
So now Davis comes back in at his corner spot. Lawrence
Zay Jones motions over to the right. Lawrence looking left. Will now just check it down to Zay Jones on a short drag.
Got a 5-yard pickup for Zay Jones. So they opened up their pocketbooks, or at least Shad Khan did, for, they had 5-6 really good free agents, and every one of them have panned out. Zay Jones being one of them.
What they told us, they really wanted to go after high character guys that wanted to be here.
Spent somewhere around
2nd and 5. Lawrence will play
free
action now.
agents.
Throws. He got Evan Ingram for the first down, and the ball is at the 49 now.
Ingram, one of the other free agents. Off-season acquisitions.
I'm going to turn that music down. Do the copyright.
Here is the catch
Now quick throw again. This one to Christian Kirk.
And then the rest of the guys they picked up. And this year led here.
Trip set to the right, single receiver left.
With the Rams last year.
Send a little pressure. Checks it down again to Evan Ingram. He breaks loose 40-30. Brought down at about the 25. Another big play, Evan Ingram, and here come the Jags.
6 catches for him now on 9 targets.
And this is the same shallow cross that got intercepted by Asante Samuel in the first half. This time, Trevor
Boy, that is a late, low ball, but Evan Ingram with a great catch. Hand off Etienne, and Etienne will get 3. Make it 2.
The middle. He's 2nd down. This drive started back at their 11-yard line.
And it's been quick passing, sprinkle a little bit of running in there, but they've been a little crisper in this second half. Trevor Lawrence, especially with his reads.
2nd and 7. This has been a really good drive from deep, starting out deep in Jags territory. Now to the 19. Lawrence looking left, fires towards the end zone. Incomplete, intended for Zay Jones. He'll now bring up 3rd and 7. If Asante Samuel would have turned his head around, he might would have had his 4th interception. Jags fans wanted a pass interference.
Inside nod, going deep. Crowd wants pass interference. Not a whole lot of contact there.
Not enough.
But enough to draw the ire of 70,000 people once they see the replay on the big board.
And here you've got 2 downs, really, to get this. So
yeah,
you don't
3rd
have
and
to get
7.
the ball right here.
3rd and 7.
Lawrence looking in trouble. Lawrence will go down, and that is a huge sack. There is a flag. We'll have to see what this is.
Earlier as well, but there is a flag down on the play.
Could this be holding on defense? Offsides. Wow. 3rd down, and that is a massive break for the Jags.
Major mistake. Joey Bosa can't believe it. It's very, very close. But
his helmet is just, I've saw the Jags line up offsides. It was offsides on the Chargers. But I've seen the Jags do that all night tonight and not called. So that is a tough break for the Chargers. So now 3rd and 2. That right there could be the difference of points or no points. Swinged out to the left. Boy, the coach knew it was going that way too. 1st down, Jags. Stanley was just yelling, trying to say, watch the swing.
The next play will be the 12th on this drive.
He went right to it.
Good for them all day. They get the bunch look out here to the left. They've got blockers in front of Etienne. This is just like a wide, tall sweep. the blockers in front of him use Travis's speed, pick up the first down. Joey Bosa still can't believe he was offside.
Not by much, but enough. That's Agnew who is in the backfield. He's in the slot now.
Throws to the flat and gets it there. He does slide, though, and he'll get a gain of a couple. Now ball near the 5.
Second and goal with about 6:40 to go in the third quarter.
They bring Manhurst back in. They're blocking tight end. See what this means.
ETN in there as well. There's Manhurst setting up on the right side. Ingram is in motion.
Toss. Try to toss to the A gap. ETN is driving all the way to the end zone. He's going to be stopped at the 1. Now 3rd and goal. 6 minutes left to go in the 3rd. This has been an impressive drive by the Jags. Angie says inches from the end zone. He was short.
That allows the lead blocker to turn up.
Ball at the 1.
3rd and goal at the 1.
3rd and goal and two shots.
So yeah, two plays. They are definitely not going to kick the field goal.
Coming with 3 tight ends this time.
Oh, and there's flags.
You had Ingram bumping
Ingram and Lawrence, and that's a delay of game. So that's going to back them up 5.
And a delay of game.
That is a tough beat right there. They did not want to waste that timeout. That is on Trevor Lawrence, or could be the coach getting the play call in late.
On a 3rd and goal.
Only the offense can get a delay of game technically. Angie, I mean defense technically could if they're holding up the ball, but yeah, that's on offense.
And a delay.
So the ball is now placed at the 6. 3rd and goal.
So the whole dynamic changes right now. They go from 3 tight ends to spread it out. ETN in the backfield.
Lawrence looking left. Fires. End zone. Wide open. Touchdown. Marvin Jones Jr. And the Jags are back in it.
Started at the 11-yard line. They go 89 yards in 7 minutes.
And this is a nice route by Marvin Jones here. Little inside nod.
Asante Samuel lost him, man.
Looking at the quarterback. Trevor Lawrence.
So a big drive there by the Jacksonville Jaguars. And now the Chargers are going to have to answer. 27-14. Don't look now, but it is a 13-point game. Chargers better wake up. All right, we're back.
Here it is again, Tony.
Yeah, that was a huge change, man. That they called Joey Bosa offsides after it was a huge sack.
Joey Bosa, where he lines up there, has nothing to do with the play. They've got a great blitz on, get a sack, lost yardage, just lining up 6 inches too far up.
And that resulted in 7 points.
Little thing cost them a big play. So with Carter out, you got Bandy.
So we'll see if the Chargers can have an answer. Bandy will field it at the 3. And he got walloped at the 23.
As he crosses the 20. Down we go to Kaylee.
Al, you mentioned DeAndre Carter's not out there.
This is no DeAndre Carter. That is tough. All of a sudden, the Chargers are losing out on a lot of weapons right now.
For the Chargers offense with Mike Williams back at home, and they say that it could be 2 or 3 weeks if Williams is going to get back on the field.
Yeah, Williams not even on the.
They got to find a way to get Eckler involved in this offense.
Allen, you got
out wide.
Of course, you got the tight ends Everett and Parham.
Herbert changing the play at the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10. Fires, and Everett with a great back shoulder catch. And that's a gain of about 20 and a 1st down. Jags are saying he did not get it. Chargers might need to hurry up.
21 yards.
Justin Herbert read this.
So let's see. The crowd's going to look at it.
Oh, no, he didn't catch it.
Oh, and they got it off in time.
Challenge flag.
Throw, and that's incomplete.
And the pass is thrown away.
They're saying on TV that he didn't catch it, but he ran the play.
So you saw it at the very end. The Chargers went fast, knowing they didn't want to see that challenge flag came out, and they get away with it. Oh, yeah.
The ball hits the ground, and then you're going to see it come loose
right
there.
Right.
That is not a completed pass.
Wow, he did not
and
catch
the word
it.
Didn't get down to Peterson fast enough to throw the flag. So the Chargers get a big break. It's 2nd down and 10 with 4.
2nd and 10 now. Bandy motions over to the left. Play action. Herbert sets up a tight end screen to Everett. He gets some good blocks, and he's off for 15. Keeps trucking people down to the 31. Looked like it was just going to be a gain of about 11, and Everett just kept going. And boy, Everett has had himself a game. 6 catches, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
They pick it up, screen,
great job by the left tackle and left guard. And boy, that corner just threw a shoulder. He didn't want to tackle.
Not going to go down.
Nothing much there by Campbell.
100-yard game for Everett.
Throw left, twins right. Handoff Eckler, nothing there. He has to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he will be down for a loss of 1.
Meanwhile, you got Foster Sorrell is back in there. We saw Salyer leave and then come back. But now you got the first-year man out of Stanford, Sorrell, in there at left tackle. Salyer, the rookie out of Georgia, on the sideline.
2nd and 11.
3 wide receiver set now includes Michael Bandy.
2nd and 11. 3 receivers all set to the right.
Herbert in trouble and try to dump it off to Eckler. That's incomplete, but luckily he did that, or it would have been a sack. It would now bring up 3rd and 11. But man, every time the Chargers get to this point, the Jags D starts stiffening up, and the Chargers have not been able to extend some drives. They desperately need to put up some points on the board.
Let's see if they come with a blitz. They've blitzed almost every big down here in the second half so far.
Herbert's got to come up big for him. 2-by-2 set. Ball is at the 32 of Jacksonville.
5 men along the line.
Herbert throws, just threw it away. He didn't like what he liked. He didn't like what he saw. Threw it away, and they're going to settle for a long field goal attempt.
Stop. Field goal attempt from here would be 50 yards.
Cameron Dicker has been money for the Chargers all year, and they really
this would extend this game to 16 points, but it's still a 2-possession game technically.
Momentum would swing again.
He hasn't made a 50-yarder this season. The only miss he had this year was from 52.
Snap, set, kick is on its way, and that kick is drilled right down the middle.
Good.
So 50-yard field goal attempt is good. 30-14 is now the score. A 16-point game, but it's still 2 possession.
Advantage. Next.
All right, we're back.
Only 1 sack tonight. Only 1 sack for each team tonight. And we talked about it at the top, the next-gen quarterbacks, and Mr. Herbert is certainly in that category right now.
He really is, and when you talk to his coaches, when you talk to his teammates, they talk about the work ethic, just the perfectionist that he is, and he's been sensational tonight.
Perfectionist is a student at Oregon, played about every sport, picked him 6.
He's going to bring it out 5 yards deep out of the end zone. Gets to the 20, 25, 30, and he'll be brought down at about 32, so that's a good return.
Came out at the end, but after he was down.
Yeah,
So Lawrence 8 of 9 on that last drive for 68
I will
yards
be
to
streaming
get him back into the game. Still right now 16 points. It's
the Ravens-Bengals game.
But they got the momentum. They got a good feel about what they're doing.
Either that one or the Giants-Vikings. I don't know which one. The Ravens-Bengals is probably going to suck. I may do the Giants and Vikings at 3:30. And off ETN.
Escapes a couple of tackles.
And ETN finds a way to somehow get 5 or 6.
37-yard line goes the former college teammate.
Chargers defense starting to struggle a little bit. Jaguars settling down.
ETN really, of course, they had James
Have scored on their
Robinson
last 2
early, so
drives.
they traded him, and that opened up the door for ETN.
Yeah, and Trevor Lawrence told us what Travis brings is more of that explosive game.
Trip set to the left.
2nd and 5.
Lawrence fires. The hitch to the outside makes the guy miss, and he'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 12.
Who scored the touchdown, got away that time from Jasir Taylor.
Nah, I can't, Angie. Won't be able to do both. I got a lot of stuff I have to do.
Runs it, comes back for the ball. Jasir Taylor doesn't make that tackle, and instead of being 3rd down, now it's a 1st down.
From the 48-yard line.
And ETN, another good gain of about 8 here.
Gain of 8.
Does it seem like Jacksonville's playing with a little more energy the second half on offense?
Unquestionably.
Yeah, it is, Carver.
Here's the up-tempo that Doug Peterson told Kaylee
There's
we
people
might
out
get.
there to do it, though. I know people who's done 3 a game for one day.
2nd and 2.
And off ETN, and once again, North gets the first down. And Jags starting to control the line of scrimmage right now. 19 rushes for 156 yards. As the Jags have had a huge day on the ground. Lawrence checking the play. Lawrence in the pocket, takes a deep shot down the middle, wide open, Zay Jones for a touchdown. And the Jags are right back in it, man. Wide open Zay Jones. They're going to go for 2 to make this an 8-point game. Chargers better wake up.
That week, he saw something, went to it, and audible to the touchdown.
Well, this crowd, which looked like it was in church toward the end of the first half, raucous right now. They're going to go for 2 to try to make it an 8-point, 1-possession lead. Asking the crowd to calm down, quiet down, let them call the signals. Let's see what they call in here for the two-pointer.
So 30-20. Here's a 2-point attempt. Kirk motions over to the left, looking left, now back right, fires to the end zone and incomplete for Zay Jones. So this will remain a 10-point game. But the Jacksonville Jaguars have woken up, and Trevor Lawrence has been much more efficient here in the second half. And they have pulled a 27-point deficit down to 10. And if the Chargers don't figure some things out, they could be in trouble. And my -2.5 bet will be in trouble. Are you predicting a safety, Angie? That'd be the only way they get 2 more. There is a flag. We're seeing what this is. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Gotta be smarter than that. Bosa has not had his best day. I don't. He put that one right at the 5. A great kick. He will get out to the 20. So with 40 seconds left to go in the third, Justin Herbert comes back out. This Jag Stadium has life. Only down 10. Herbert and the Chargers have been able to move the ball. But when they get into the Jags territory, they have not been able to do much with it.
Momentum back if you're the Chargers offense.
Crowd chanting as they do here in Jacksonville.
Herbert, if he wants to put himself up in the upper echelon of quarterbacks, he's got to start doing it here. And there has been nothing going on the ground game for Austin Eckler. That is probably going to get us to the end of the third quarter. Jags fans are going to be getting on their feet. It was 27-7 at half. It is now a 30-20 game, and at one point it was 27-0.
It was 27-0, and we're going to have 15 minutes of regular.
And that's going to get us to the end of the third quarter. What's up, Frumpy Cobra? Appreciate you joining as we're on a commercial break right now. Alright, so we're coming back now.
On television is shown, and Fred's going to step away, hopefully to an executive role. And Fred, we want you to make it a sabbatical. But what a career and what a run.
Yeah, we're getting flags everywhere. Is this going to be false start?
Never say never. Now, Fred changed the whole template. He did a master class in how you.
Wow.
Meanwhile, you got a
not good for the Chargers, man.
On the Chargers to take them back on Foster Sorrell, who's kind of been in and out with Salyer in and out at left tackle.
Yes, they are, Frumpy.
Another big situation here. 2nd and long. Jacksonville, they get a stop. You hear the crowd already. Poise here is needed by that Chargers offense.
2-by-2 set. Keenan Allen will fake motion back across to his original spot. Herbert looks, steps up, fires, and he's got his man Josh Palmer for a gain of about 20 and a first down.
Joshua Palmer on a 2nd and 15 for 19 yards.
The big thing here, Al, was the protection. Again, Herbert had a chance to scan the field.
Herbert
step up
protected
pocket,
very well there, and he stayed poised in that pocket.
He's looking at. Clean
He delivered a dart on a deep dig route by Palmer. 3rd and 20, 2 tight ends set. Keenan Allen motions over to the slot. Handoff Kelly. And he will run hard for about 3.
Had a pretty good workload tonight. 6 carries now, 17 yards. Giving Eckler a rest from time to time. 2nd and 6.
Again, that Charger wide receiver core a little limited with the injuries now, so they're using the tight ends, using the backs.
2nd down. Eckler will motion out wide.
Palmer come off the field. That's
Empty
Eckler
formation.
to the left.
2nd and 6, very off coverage at the top. Herbert in trouble, and Herbert will go down. Oh, they threw him down extra, and that's going to be a late hit on the quarterback. Herbert is down on his back. Maybe some acting there by Herbert, but that's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Throw the flag in the air.
Dead ball, personal foul. Defense number 4.
Wow, and that is a huge turn of events. And Peterson is livid.
Walker, but Walker came in there. The two of them were both in there at that time.
Let's see if there was something extra here, or if this was a little bit of acting by Herbert.
His man back, they get the sack here, the whistle blows. And I think Josh Allen is really just trying to celebrate and get out of there. Unfortunately, he pushes the quarterback down.
Yeah, Allen pushed him.
And you got Trayvon Walker both there. So that turns what would
Just
have
a
been
little bit.
A 3rd and forever.
It was a little bit of a push
10.
there. So now 1st and 10, ball's at the 45. Handoff Eckler. Nothing there, just a gain of 1. They cannot establish a run game at all.
Making the hit right there, number 23, 2nd down.
So you had the big offside call on Bosa. You had the penalty call there. There's little details. You got to be on target in playoff games.
3rd and 20. Or not 3rd and 20. It's 30 to 20. 2nd and 9. Allen motions over to the right. Booting out to the right is Herbert. Herbert now takes a rope down the field. Incomplete, intended for Allen, and now bring up 3rd and 9.
It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Big third down here. We'll get a chance to, again, check that offensive line versus
Boy,
defensive line
Chargers do
protection.
not
It's
need to
gonna
give
be
this ball to
critical
a
here.
red-hot Jacksonville offense right now. This Jags defense has tightened up a little bit.
Going with Sorrell, and it left tackle.
See what Herbert can do on 3rd and 9. Ball at the 45.
Will they put pressure on?
Herbert
The rush 4. Herbert has time.
in trouble. Flushed out to the right. Now will take off and run for the first down. He's got it. Slides to the 40. Needed 9. He picks a gain of about 15 on a first down.
It's work. But on a 3rd and 9, off he goes for 14.
This is the other element that Justin Herbert has. The coverage is good here. The rush is pretty good. They get a little pressure. Everybody's covered, and Herbert just can take off. Haven't seen him do a lot of this since he hurt the ribs. Obviously, Keenan Allen, big man in this situation. He's doubled. Herbert scramble, though, makes the first down.
That was a big, big play by Justin Herbert.
12 minutes
And
left.
Chargers going to take a timeout. They didn't get the play in time.
Timeout is taken here by Los Angeles. So timeout Chargers. 2 ticks under 12 to play in the 4th quarter in this AFC Wild Card.
That will get us to a stoppage. Like I say, 11:58, 10-point game. Jags trying to fight their way back in this thing. Yeah, what is this right here, Angie? Is this Chili's? I was thinking the same thing. No, Applebee's. Lawrence looking, locking in. He did terrible in the first half. Yeah, Frumpy Cobra. It was the worst half of football you could possibly have. It ended up being four interceptions. And if you take away those interceptions right here, this is a Jags team that probably would be taking care of some business right now on the Chargers. So, but they are not out of it. Very, very possible, Angie. Very possible. I mean, they've got, what, at least 20 points off turnovers. So there you have it. That would be 10-point lead if you just went based off that math. All right, so we're back.
So it's 1st and 10.
On a 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Checking the play. This Herbert. Booting out to the right. Sets his feet. Fires back across to the left. Incomplete for Allen.
Coverage is good. Trey Herndon is there. And a flag is back at the 45-yard line.
There is a flag. Is this holding?
A couple of yards past the line of scrimmage. Sean Smith with the call.
An eligible man downfield. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. First down.
The guard Zion Johnson.
I'm not sure what happened on this. It's a design play action pass, trying to take a deep shot. Not sure why he went downfield. He's clearly downfield. He thinks it's a running play.
Yeah. Kind of an interesting
So 1st and 15.
1st and 15, he won 2nd and 10.
2 by 2. Herbert in the pocket. Fires. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. Now 2nd and 15.
I think their thought process.
What's up, Vol Steak? Congratulations on Vandy's win. We lost to Kentucky. Yeah, that was a good win by Vanderbilt. And, yeah, I was surprised. I was honestly surprised Kentucky was able to beat Tennessee. It may have won me a little bit of money, but I did not bet a whole lot on it because I did not think that they would win.
2nd and 15.
But yeah, strong win by Vanderbilt today. I was happy to see it. 2nd and 15, 2 backs in the backfield. Herbert in the pocket. Checks it down to his tight end, and that is a lot of yards there. Picked up a gain of about 11, and it should be up about a 3rd and 4. But the Chargers have not been able to extend these drives and get into the end zone for a while. This is a critical 3rd and short.
Again, inching them back into field goal range.
Chargers don't really need to settle for field goals. They need touchdowns, even though a field goal still would be big and make it a 13-point game. Still would be a long field goal attempt from here. Ball is at the 35. Herbert feeling pressure, now fires, and he's got his man, Keenan Allen. Needed 4. He picks up a gain of 6 and a first down. Keenan Allen, 6 catches, 61.
Gets it to him quickly.
Herbert is playing like prime Colt Carr. You know it. You know it.
Just finds the spot. That's the guy he's looking to on 3rd down. His security blanket makes the play.
Chargers chewing up a little bit of clock here as well.
I wish I was Justin Herbert. He's got a lot more talent than me. Trips bunch to the right. Handoff, Eckler gets through the first wave and will pick up a gain of about 5, trying to strip out that football, but it's about the best run play they have had in quite some time. Austin Eckler just 13 carries for 35 yards tonight. 2 touchdowns, though.
He's going to come in. You'll see it right here, and he's going after that football.
Yikes. Boy, he sure is. Eckler, strong arm right there.
Strong.
2nd and 6. Chewing up some of that clock as well. 9:45 left to play. Ball is at the 25. Keenan Allen, orbit motions. Handoff, Kelly. Hard run to pick up 3. It will now bring up a 3rd and about 3.
So I start thinking about number 2, Rayshon Jenkins. There he is right there. He had the pick 6 in overtime to beat Dallas. He had the forced fumble, which Allen returned for the touchdown against Tennessee last week, which put him in. He's a former Charger as well.
Yes, and he told us he was a talented player there, but he hadn't learned to be a pro. And he's learned to be a pro here, being on top of the details. See what they come up with here. I'm sure they're going to blitz and come after him.
3rd and 3. A lot of people on the line of scrimmage. They only send 4, though. Herbert flushed out to the right. I don't think nothing's there. Now throws it deep and out of the end zone. There is a flag, though. This is probably holding.
Against the Chargers.
Interesting call now here.
Very.
Do they take it and make it 3rd and 10 or 4th and 3?
3rd and 13.
Offense number 30.
Penalties decline, so they're saying that they will hold them to the field goal.
He'll take the chance here, Will Peterson.
So this field goal attempt by Cameron, the Dicker kicker.
If you take the 10-yard penalty, you probably don't push him out of field goal range.
Right.
You're going to use up another 40 seconds if they run the ball.
This would make it a 13-point game.
Probably concede your field goal here, but it's still a 2-score game.
Chargers just have struggled to get into the end zone. 40-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Snap, set, kick is on its way, and that kick is leaking and no good.
No good.
Wow.
Only his second field goal
He
miss
never misses field
of
goals.
the season from 40.
And he just botched that one.
Hook left at the end.
Cameron the Dicker Kicker.
Into the rough.
A brutal miss there. And this is a Jacksonville Jaguars team that is still alive. Wow. So 8:47 left to play. And they remain down by 10. Now you can't say never, Coach. Never can say never. But he hardly ever misses that kick. He was a 95% kicker. What did it say at the start? Only 20 out of 28 kicks, he made 27. Yeah, it is really good. All right, so we're back.
Khalil Mack. Play whistle dead after he was taken down.
And this was actually Trevor drifting out into Khalil Mack. Didn't stay in the pocket here.
Trying to cut his hand.
So that was a sack by Khalil Mack.
9-yard sack. Now you got
Van Looy accidentally stepped on his thumb. That is rough. So now 2nd and 19. Not the start Jacksonville wanted on this drive. Quick throw, and that's incomplete. But was that? Yep, they threw the pass interference, and that is going to be an automatic first down. And that is a terrible mistake there by Taylor. It would have been 3rd and 19. And Trevor Lawrence's thumb is bleeding pretty good.
Pass interference. Defense, number 36. Ball replaced on the foul, automatic, first down.
Well, this is Marvin Jones just on the short hook.
Taylor just got there a little bit early.
Taylor,
yep. No question.
Reaching over. Meanwhile, they got to work on Lawrence. There's his thumb. And he's been on the injured report for about 6 or 7 weeks now with a toe injury.
Hey.
No. He'll be on again with a thumb injury if they make it next week.
Yeah. So handoff, Etienne. And Etienne's a good run of about 6 there. Boy, what a huge penalty on that pass interference there.
Almost halfway through the fourth quarter. Second and 4.
Trips right, single receiver is a tight end snug.
Lawrence
Quick throw, and that is caught by Zay Jones for a first down. Ball is now across the 40. And the Jags will keep speeding it up. Now 7:10 left to play. That's a catch.
Looks like he has his hands under it. Yep.
Wow, and the Chargers are challenging this, and this is not a good challenge. Not a good challenge.
Yep, he is.
That was a catch.
On first glance, unless there's some other replay, which I'm sure we'll get to,
hey,
that shows otherwise, we think it's a catch.
Calm down.
But what do we know?
The ruling on the field of a completed pass, the player's under further review. Timeout.
That's going to give Trevor Lawrence time to tape up that thumb more. They go to a commercial break. The ruling on the field stands.
Los Angeles is charged with their second team timeout of the second half and their first challenge of the game. They have one challenge remaining.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and it could be important to lose that challenge and lose a timeout, and they've already taken one here in the second half, so they have one. Meanwhile, that's a first down now up at the 41-yard line with 7 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the fourth. Meanwhile, Lawrence was attended to on the sideline.
All right, so 1st and 10, just crossed the 40 of Jacksonville. Lawrence checks it down to Christian Kirk. He stays up, and he picks up a gain of about 11 and a first down. Now inside 7 minutes left to play.
You need to go up tempo here because you're going to have to score twice.
In either manner.
Yes.
Field goal, touchdown, touchdown, field goal.
Chargers just kind of playing off coverage, and they're trying to use the clock to their advantage. They still need to be aggressive. Lawrence tries to hit Marvin Jones Jr. on a little flat route, a little drag, way behind him. Does stop the clock, though.
This ball comes out of his hands. Looks like it's okay. I think he was just expecting the receiver to sit down a little bit.
And almost tipped there as well.
22 of 38, 215 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. All 3 of those touchdowns have came after the 4 interceptions, though. It was just a terrible quarter and a half for Lawrence.
Number 49.
Lawrence now fires a corner route, and he's got Kirk open and out of bounds for the first down.
Kirk covered there by Derwin James.
Good read by Trevor Lawrence there. They had 3-on-2 on
I don't know if playing man is a good idea for the Chargers at this point.
Nice move. Not able to stay with him.
And a gain of 17 yards.
Lawrence right through the middle. Evan Ingram again to the 20, to the 15, down to the 10. Wow. I just starting to get pissed off.
Ingram for 21 yards.
I think the Chargers defense just a little mistake there. It looked like man on one side, but they didn't play man on Ingram's side. So he runs to the uncovered
now
area,
under 6 minutes left to play. 5:50.
First and goal.
Boy, this is a Jacksonville team that was down 27-0. It is now 30-20, and they are knocking on the door to score again. First and goal. Motioning over to the left. Looking that way. Nothing. Fires. End zone. Incomplete. Intended for Evan Ingram. He's not happy. He thought there was a holding. No flag.
Covered there by Alohi Gilman to make it second down and goal.
Got what they wanted. Got a one-on-one with Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram has had 7 catches, 93 yards, and a touchdown. And that could have been a flag.
That really does have to be called. If you don't call pass interference, at the very least, it's illegal contact.
Instead, nothing.
Second and goal.
Second and
Evan
goal.
Ingram is in at the far inside. He trips. Lawrence fires end zone, and that is a touchdown. Christian Kirk. And the Jags are going to be within 3 of this game. 9 plays, 70 yards, just taking 3 minutes and 22 seconds off the clock. At some point, Justin Herbert is going to have to find the plays to win this game. This has been an impressive comeback by the Jacksonville Jaguars and an impressive second half by Trevor Lawrence. Now 4 touchdowns, counteracting his 4 interceptions.
We've got ourselves a game.
I'll say. Meanwhile, a flag is down.
There is a flag. This has to be after the play. And this is on Joey Bosa.
The right tackle, Jawan Taylor, I thought, false start. I don't know.
We were talking.
Yeah, they're going to get him because he's not off the field.
And I'm sure that's what Bosa is complaining about.
Yep.
He got a quick start.
Yep.
We've seen this over and over again. They don't seem to be calling this. It'd be nice to look at that and see, but I'm sure that's what Bosa's upset about.
He's got to be careful because he's one away from a disqualification.
I mean, they might be kicking him out.
That is definitely a false start.
Yeah, you tell me.
Yeah, that should have been a false start by the right tackle.
He might be asking for the holding penalty, too.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 97.
I think that's going to be it. I think he's going to be kicked out.
Half the distance penalty will be enforced on the try. Jacksonville has elected to go for a 2-point try.
Wow, no, this is terrible. I took the Chargers minus 2.5, and now they're going for 2. I took the Chargers minus 2.5. If they give up this 2-point conversion here,
I think in real time it's right with the ball, maybe a frame or so afterwards, but it's too technical, and they generally don't call it when it's that tight. So I don't believe this should have been a false start on this play.
So meanwhile,
you're in a defensive coach.
this is where I could lose the bet.
I'd be throwing my helmet if I was on the sideline saying that's a false start.
So now they're going to go.
Come on, Chargers.
They're going to line up to go. Well, the ball's at the 1-yard line, so this is not a 2-point attempt.
Yeah, no, they're going for 2.
Well, they are, but this is a really interesting call.
They're going to win. They're playing for the win on a field goal.
So Hasty is the running back. They're going for 2.
They sneak it, and he got it.
Reaches over and scores.
Doug Peterson rolling the dice.
I'll say.
I took the Chargers minus 2.5.
And the crowd is uproarious. Boy, that is some call, isn't it?
Lawrence realizing that all he has to do is stick that ball over, clearly over.
Yeah, got it with ease.
Did the same thing in a Thursday night game late in the season against the Jets. And they were able to try that.
Only thing that will save me now is Chargers go down and kick a field goal. Or a touchdown.
If we could go back to the last 2-point try, and we could see that Jacksonville was really had something going. Should have been a call in the end zone, illegal contact again. They should have.
It is 30-28.
Last time from the 1-yard line.
Yes, Spencer, they may win. I can't believe I'm saying that, but they may win.
Maybe.
It would be an incredible comeback.
Andy is back to receive. Cook kicks. Bandy takes the touchback.
Minus 2.5, man.
Second play with 4 TD passes. We did that game against the Browns in the COVID year. Ben Roethlisberger brought him from way behind. It's like something like 31-0 at the end of the first quarter. And then Cleveland had to hold on.
Everett will motion from right to left.
25-yard line.
Herbert in trouble.
Under pressure. Can't get away.
And he goes down.
Sacked at the 18.
He is sacked.
Robertson Harris doing the dance.
They brought their big people in on offense, try to make Jacksonville think run. They went play action, trying to take a shot and go deep.
Wolf, center and guard, terrible.
Move up front. Roy Robertson Harris, and they've got the crowd excited.
7-yard sack.
2nd and 17 already. Herbert looking, sets up a running back screen to Eckler, and nothing is there. Just a gain of about 3 or 4.
Takes it to the 22-yard line.
Golly.
13 upcoming.
Now about 3rd and 15.
Very good in these situations. Be interesting to see how Jacksonville plays it.
This would be a colossal collapse. And one that could get their head coach fired. 3rd and 13 to be exact.
Just tee off. Sit back near the sticks.
4 minutes to go. Herbert.
Checks it down to Kelly. He catches it, but he's well short, and they're going to have to punt.
But stopped well short of the first down. Kelly is there.
I am so
the Jaguars
pissed.
3 and out.
Defense comes through, and you're in a position now where you can win it with a field goal. So you don't have to play the whole field. You're only probably after this punt looking at maybe picking up about 40 yards.
J.K. Scott averaging only 34 yards per punt tonight on his 4 boots.
Yes, we do, hot sauce.
Another shorty.
And I can't believe it.
It takes a good Charger bounce.
That's going to roll all the way to the 20.
He's down to the 21-yard line with 3:09. The reimagined Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon headed back to Vegas. See the Manning brothers lead.
Shout out to you, Blaze Radio, man. Appreciate you coming in the chat.
And the
Yeah, this has been a crazy, crazy game. At one point was up 27-0, and now it is 30-28. Unfortunately, I took the Jags minus 2.5, and they just gave up that 2-point conversion. So now I'm losing a bet that I was up 27-0 on. But what a game!
Jags have all their timeouts, ton of time, and the 2-minute warning.
And momentum.
Jags come out 2 by 2. Quick slant, and that almost was picked off. And that would have been a field goal.
Former Patriots had a good season. Knocks it down.
Man.
Etienne in motion, tried to show the bubble screen left, come back to the right. Van Noy, the great play, got the hands up.
Van Noy had the pick in his hands and incomplete. They needed that. Now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Lawrence,
they send 5. Trevor fires, and that was high, but caught by Christian Kirk for the first down. A field goal would win the game for the Jags.
33-yard line.
Yeah, absolutely, Blaze Radio. Christian Kirk has been a really good addition, Hot Sauce. Nate Dogg, not happy as he pops in the chat.
After a terrible first half with 4 picks, has thrown for 274 yards in the game. On first down.
Lawrence flushed out to the left. He'll run. Gets to the 40 and gets out of bounds.
About 3 yards shy of the first down. His first carry of the night. First time anybody's carried the ball for them except Etienne.
Brings up a 2nd and short. You could run the ball here. You've got the 2-minute warning coming up.
All their timeouts.
2nd and 2.
A lot of options on 2nd down and 2.
Lawrence looking right.
They'll throw.
Fires. And that is caught at the 50. Christian Kirk again. They cannot do anything wrong right now.
What a difference a half makes. Wow. The Chargers were making all these plays on the contested balls in the first half. Now it's the Jacksonville receivers who are coming up with them.
2 minutes. Will they get a play off? They do. Throws. And he's got it. He gets out of bounds, but it's 2-minute warning anyways, and that's a gain of about 5.
Making the catch. So if you're just tuned in, or if you tuned out and just tuned back in, expecting to see a move.
As we go to a commercial break. Kirk is the man. I was pissed when he left Arizona. Yeah, they paid him a lot of money. Everybody thought they paid him way too much money, and they probably still did, but he's had a lot of really good production.
And he meant it. I'm sure that's what he went in there, and that's what Trevor Lawrence did. He settled down and just got back to his game.
Well, you know, as we talked about it, you were down 21-0 and won a game. We're down by 21
we talked
points
about the speech
in the last 3.5.
And now they're at a point where basically you're playing for about 15 yards. You got to make 15
And I think the Chargers, all they have is one timeout. They do, because they lost one due to a stupid challenge.
A chance. And you talked about timeouts being a factor maybe for the Chargers.
Yeah, that unsuccessful challenge.
The Jaguars went for 2.
So here comes
last time. Even though they could have been down 3, they went for 2 because they felt like going for the win. So gutsy. And it was also based off a stupid penalty by Joey Bosa.
Chargers look like they're coming.
Hand off Etienne. And Etienne will get about a half a yard shy of the first down and bring up 3rd and inches.
Run it again, get the first down.
They're okay with taking some time off the clock now. They don't want to give Chargers any chance. What a terrible loss this will be for the LA Chargers.
And 1.
Lawrence looking left. Fires, and that is incomplete. And now you're looking at a 4th and 1.
Now.
Wow.
You got a quarterback sneak this and make sure you get it. You got to get about a foot.
So 128.
I would have run it right there, made sure I picked up my first down. But
Wow, 4th and 1 now.
Got a good quarterback sneak, man.
Nothing was stopping Jacksonville, and now you're looking at a 4th and 1.
The line as he's done with some frequency this season.
That's a long play call for what I would think is just a sneak.
Reach out. Try to cross the line. Oh, what do we have here? We've got a whistle, and we have
Timeout Jacksonville.
30 seconds.
Trevor Lawrence not happy. QB sneak, I'm calling it. You would think so.
He changed it, and I'm not sure the look that he saw Doug Peterson didn't.
The way he sneaked it on the last time, he just jumped over and put that ball over the plane. But it's gutsy, you could fumble it.
What did he see here?
Everybody crowded in. They're looking to play the sneak. I don't know if this play now was going to be an outside run to ETN. I don't know if he had the sneak on and killed it, but we'll see where they go here. They only need about a foot.
Joey Bosa, 2 unsportsmanlike calls today. Now this is a sneak formation, T formation. They actually hand it off to the outside. He's got it. 40, 30, 20, down to the 15. The Jags are going to win this game. Wow.
This was set up well. This looks like the sneak formation, but they're going to use Travis Etienne's speed and get outside, and now you're just going to run this clock down.
Coach Allen says Jags as he has woken up.
Etienne does a good job staying in bounds.
Wow. It almost would have been best for the Chargers to let them. Oh, don't you come in here with that, I told you. Big hit there, but loss of 5. Ah, he hurts me with the I told you. This game was dead to rights, and the Chargers could not put them away. And I should have took the $62 cash out. But I wanted the 68.
In a deep hole, we got a chip shot field goal, which could send them out of the playoffs after they led.
They run this all the way down, and they take the timeout with 3 seconds left.
Who called for the Philly special in the Super Bowl? Who was the beneficiary of the double doink game, Philadelphia and Chicago, and then lines up. And when's the last time you saw a formation with 3 backs behind the quarterback? But in today's world, you think they want to push the quarterback.
Jaguars was down 27 to nothing.
Only needed an inch. I'm thinking quarterback sneak. Etienne puts you down there in field goal position.
This to win the game. Riley Patterson, 2nd season.
Riley Patterson now.
You would think the Chargers probably freeze them. And
on the ground at about the 26, so it's a 36-yard.
This is the type of loss that could get the Chargers head coach fired. This is an easy kick, and they.
And Staley does call the timeout. The official almost knocks Cook over.
They don't want him to get his practice kick in.
No.
At this rate, Coach Allen, I hope he hits it, so you hit your bet, because my minus 2.5 already lost.
Back in the 92 wild card game, the Colts.
At this rate, I hope he hits it for you.
Right, 2013, and this would be the 3rd largest.
He's hitting it. It's an easy kick.
One long transcontinental flight home.
Only way he doesn't hit it is if they miss it. 36-yard field goal attempt from the right hash. Snap, set, kick is on the way, and he got it. It almost was blocked. There is a flag, but I think that's going to be on the Chargers.
But
I think that's going to be on the Chargers. Offsides defense, it's over. Bang, easy money. He says told you. I hate it. I hate it. Hate it. God. What a comeback by the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I would not be shocked if the Chargers head coach gets fired after that.
Charger head coach. Talking to Justin Herbert. Patterson boots them into the divisional round.
Wow.
Derwin James.
What an experience for Jags fans.
It's the end of the season for a team that was all set to go.
Wow. I don't know what to say, but wow. That will do it, guys. I appreciate you for joining. It was a 27-0 game at one point, and that team that was up 27 is now out of the postseason, and the Jags will move on. Until next time, guys, stay humble, stay kind. Peace.